Purple world. Purple world made that. Purple world. Purple world. Purple world made that. Purple world. Purple world. Purple.
Man, I like this piano pattern right here, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tonight, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be practicing on making better melodies. You know, as y'all have been seeing on the live streams, I'm just trying to get better familiar with Ableton, better familiar with the piano roll, better familiar with just how to do things in it. And the best way I know how to do that is just to repeat the steps over and over and over again, so I can get better and better at it. You know what I'm saying? I got some more information, some more tips just from the people that I know that use Ableton and are very, very good at it. They're helping me out to understand it, you know, to give me the little behind the scene tips that I can kind of get. And yeah, they helping me out with it. So yeah, it's nice that to have that type of stuff whenever you can kind of ask somebody and kind of get the information, you know, live, you know, not really over a video or not, just live, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of taking my own advice when when it come down to learning this, man. So, or to understanding more about it, I'm taking my own advice and just getting the help from people that I know are way better than me at this and been doing it for a while, way better than me. You know what I'm saying? And fortunately, I have them people in my back pocket to reach out to. You know, like some of the top dudes that use Ableton. Shout out Decap. Shout out all them dudes. You know? Yeah, a lot of them dudes, you know, they really help out a lot, man. So yeah, I'm just kind of I'm yeah, we're gonna make a melody from scratch, you know, try and do everything from scratch. You know, I may put a few samples in it just to make it vibe a little bit, you know. But for the most part, I'm gonna just be working on the construction of my melodies and how, you know, just getting better familiar with it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the beat I was just playing. This is the melody right here. This is the piano melody. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna kind of create something, you know, a little bit vibe or something like this. You know, like I said, I'm gonna just repeat it, you know, repeat the process and just, yeah, see if we can create something vibey, man. So y'all welcome to join. And I want to turn on the live stream again just to show y'all the journey, show y'all the hours being put in. You know, right now, just in case y'all don't know, for everybody that doesn't know and hasn't been following the live streams, you know, all of our live streams has been pretty much in Ableton, you know, and y'all haven't been seeing any new videos on my channel, you know, but there's a reason for that. You know, right now I'm just kind of learning and understanding a few things before I jump out talking about some stuff, you know, but I still want y'all to be in on the journey of me understanding more and more about it. But so yeah, y'all check out my other live streams. I put them all, just in case y'all don't know, I put them all in a playlist. All of these live streams, they're all in a playlist. So if y'all go look at my playlist, y'all gonna see that Ableton live stream. So y'all be able to follow the journey. You feel what I'm saying? Like from start to finish. Right now I'm rounding about a little bit over 800 hours in Ableton. You know, and that's how I calculate it whenever I'm learning something. I advise you guys to do that as well, you know, like put in the hours that it takes, you know. So right now in about a course of like 2 months, I'm already like over 800, almost 1,000 hours, rounding 1,000 hours, over 800, you know. So I'm trying to put as much of those hours as I can live. You know what I'm saying? So 4, 5, 6 hours here, 7 hours here, 8 hours. You know, like yesterday I was in Ableton for like 8 hours, man. You know, I went live for maybe like 2 hours on IG, but I was in Ableton for like 8 hours yesterday, literally just going off making beats. So that's what I'm doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting the hours in. That way, you know, whatever helpful information I could bring to you guys, I could do it not only in a fashion that I could do it the same way I did the NPC stuff. You know, I could bring it to you in a fashion of that's no matter what DAW you use, and you're still gonna be able to apply it. You know, that's why a lot of people watch my channel and took to it. You know, I bought not only tips about the NPC specifically, but I bought valued information that no matter what software, you know, or whatever you're using out there, you could still apply what's going on. So, you know, this ain't gonna be no different when I start, when I show y'all what I'm doing inside of Ableton, when it's time for me to start doing that. It ain't gonna be no different. You feel what I'm saying? So I hope everybody is good as well, man. I kind of just started talking, man, but I hope everybody is good. Everybody that's tuning in right now to the live stream, I hope y'all having a good weekend. You know, good night, evening, morning, whatever it is for you guys. I hope y'all doing well. You know, I hope y'all staying safe. And yeah, just I hope everything is good for you guys, man. I don't know what this is right here. Let me close out this. No, I'm getting that message at the bottom that says some plugins are disabled. I don't know what that is. I don't have any plugins disabled. Like none. So I don't know. Let me just see. Let me just see. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what that is, man. But there we go. Yeah, I think we good. I think we good now. I don't have no more message down at the bottom here. Okay. All right, man. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a piano. You know, I'm gonna grab a piano song. You know, I like Like y'all know, I like to start off with a piano. And the reason why I do that is just because I can hear the notes very well on a piano. You know, I can hear whatever is going on. And then, you know, sometimes I'll keep it, sometimes I'll change it up. I'll change up the preset. But we're gonna start off making a melody with a piano. And then go from there. All right. So we don't really have nothing in mind. Again, this is just to work on melodies, you know, work on a few things. Just work on getting vibey melodies in Ableton. So I'm gonna use the Roland SRX piano. That's one of my favorite pianos I like to use. All of these pianos are really, really good. All of them, you know. I like to use the dark ballad one, you know, because it has a certain full texture to it that I like. You know, I'm a fan of Roland pianos. Even my synthesizers, you know, the one in the back, I mean, the one over here. I got, you know, I'm a fan. I've been a fan of Roland pianos. You know, now they other sounds kind of okay, but they piano sounds absolutely one like that's one of the best. No, that in my opinion, that's one of the best I've heard. Yamaha is a close second, but I like Roland piano over Yamaha. It's just my preference. So I got the SRX bundle with all of the pianos in it, different pianos, you know, different types, all of that. Okay, so let's do it, man. Let's jump in here and see if we can create something. Let's see if we can do it, man. We're gonna start off just with just with some. What I would probably do is kind of switch it. I'll start off with like some bass notes, maybe. You know. Can everybody hear that? Can y'all hear that? Hopefully y'all can hear that. Let's turn on the metronome. We're gonna make something spacious, like with a lot of space in it. So when I make something with space, I have long notes. Y'all gonna notice I use a lot of long notes, and the long notes is gonna carry the space in between when another note hit. We're gonna try and make something spacious and then kind of fill in with some other stuff. And we got that. We got that. A simple pattern. Simple pattern. And we're gonna change it up right here. Bring a note up here. It hit like in the middle before we go back down to this F. And then right here, we're gonna split this note right here. Gonna split this note, duplicate it, and bring this down to the E before we go back to the G. See, now it's different than over here. It's different than the pattern over here. See? Now we got a different. Okay, now from this, we're gonna make the chords, all right? So let's just follow the pattern, you know. Follow the pattern for some minor chords, you know. Skip 3 and go up 4. That's gonna give us our minor chord. You know, and this works in any software right here. Any one y'all, you know, just remember that, you know, skip 3, skip 4, boom, that's your minor chord. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. All right, let's cut these right here. Okay. We're gonna do a chord right here, but I'm gonna turn that into a melody. I'm gonna just keep it as a chord right now, but I'm gonna turn it into a melody after I get finished making the chords. All right. Okay, now I'm just gonna worry about the first half of the pattern right now. Not gonna worry about this half just yet, just the first half of the pattern. I'm gonna work with that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this middle note up like this. All right. All right, then I'm gonna create some tension in there somewhere with a note that's close to this E right here. See? See what I'm saying? Move that B up. Okay, and then from this B, I'm gonna go down like this, something like this. Put a note there to kind of transition into this next chord right here. See what I'm saying? That's gonna transition into, all right. Now you see this space right here? I'm gonna use one of these notes right here to kind of fill that in. So let's put a little something right here, like a G. That's gonna hit right after that B up there. It's gonna hit right after that. See what I'm saying? Now we going into our next chord right there. Okay, so for that, I'm gonna bring this A up like that. Nah, let's bring the F up like this. Nah, let's bring that down. Let's keep that like it is. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some notes right here. Instead of bringing that F up right here, I'm gonna add some notes. See somewhere right here. Yeah, nothing like that. Let's cut this up right here and put another note right here. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we got a little vibe going on now. All right. All right, let's stick some bottom notes at the bottom of that. Let's do that. All right, so let's find, we on A. Let's find, we may change the key too, but let's find A down here. All right, and we're gonna stick some bottom notes down there to match what the melody is doing. Let's go. So it's gonna start out on A. And it's gonna go down to G. Then F, like that. right, then back up to G, right here. Then A. Then it's gonna be A again. So that's our bottom notes. And now all that's doing is just matching these. Boom, 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 boom. They're right here. Same thing. All right. So let's grab those, and I'm gonna create another octave down. Give it more body. All right. Now this note right here, let's make that into a melody right here. This chord progression right here. So to do that, I'm gonna zoom in on it, and I'm gonna grab like the middle note and start shifting them over to the right to make a melody. See what I'm saying? See what I did? See what I did? All I did was move these notes over, move this A over right here. I moved this over right here. Dropped the A in the middle right here. Went to a C right here. Went to an E up here. And then dropped the D right before the chords hit again. Right before we loop over back to the bar. But now we got this whole melody in between here. All right, now you see how that's a little bit robotic, right? That dun 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 dun, like it's just hitting, you know, look. Dun 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 dun, little bit kind of it sound nice, but it don't have that much spice to it. All right, so to get a little spice to it, what I'm gonna do is lag the notes a little bit. I'm gonna lag them just a little bit. Yeah, see what I mean? Just that little note up there. I'm lagging that G up there. See what I'm saying? And that's gonna give us like a little bit of twist. There we go. Bam, bam. And y'all gonna see what that does for the melody once we start taking everything down. Okay, so now we can go here. And we can start duplicating the notes, all of the notes from here. Oh, okay, so I could take this chord, take this right here, hit Control C, copy that, put the cursor right here, and hit Control V and paste that. It's gonna go back into, oh, I missed the bottom notes. Oh. Boom. All right, now for this right here, see in the first one, it just has a dry chord that hit. That's what I want. But over here, I don't want that dry chord to hit. I want something to be a little bit different. So I'm gonna bring something in quick right here that happened quick. I'll bring the C in right here to hit quick after that. Dun dun dun. And then this right here, those two notes that happen right here, same notes, I'm gonna do something different to that. I'm gonna bring in another note right here. Dun, dun, dun. All right, boom, there we go. Okay, we got that. Okay, next chord is, after this, we round in this chord right here. So we could grab this, we could grab that right there, hit Control C, and we can put the cursor right here and copy that, bam. And now we got that chord hitting right there. And then we're gonna change up something. Let's go high instead of that, we're gonna go ding dong. So let's go high. Right there. See what I'm saying? Just that. So now we switch this to this. And then we got that next chord coming right here. Boom. So let's hold that. Did I miss that bottom note? I think I missed the bottom note. I missed the G. Right there. Keep forgetting to grab the bottom note too. So let's grab all of them, that chord right there, and put that over here. The next chord that's about to hit. Boom. All right, now you see how the chord hit dry right here? Boom, just the chord. I want that in the beginning, but here I wanted to do a little something different. So let's do the same thing we did with the chord, how we made a melody. Instead of it hitting the same right here, same chord, we made a melody right. Oh, we made a melody right here. I'm gonna do the same thing here. What's up, T Roy? Masterclass in session. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of show y'all a little bit about the melodies, man. All right, now right here on this chord right here, like I said, we're gonna make a melody out of that. So to make a melody, like I said, we just start moving the notes left and right. So let's make it hit quick. Dun dun. Like that. Dun dun. Now we gotta figure out somewhere to go with that. Do we want to leave it spacious and let it just go dun dun and let it carry out, let all of this carry out? Or do we want to put something in here to make it a little bit more interesting? So let's get the vibe of the melody and see. To do that, to get a vibe of something, start it over. Start the melody over. Don't just keep repeating the same little part over and over again. Because to get a vibe of something, it has to lead into something. So to get a vibe of a melody, I keep starting the melody over, and I want to hear how everything go leading up to that point. It's going to trigger my ear as to what needs to happen next. See, sometimes the reason why we can't get a vibe is because when we listen to it, we only listen to just a small part trying to get what go into that next part. But you got to start it over and listen to the vibe going into it. And it's going to start to trigger your ear certain things that this lead into. So let's do that. We're just going to start the melody over, and we're going to listen to it, and we're going to pay attention to what happened in this part right here and see what we need. Let's go. See, we need a little something to go dang, dang, just high, you know. See, cause I heard this, so it triggered my ear that this go down low. We got higher melodies up here that happen, but then it go down all the way low. It triggered my ear that something got to happen in between this high point and this low point. So we gonna put something right here to kind of balance off this high stuff that we did over here down all the way down to this low stuff. It's gonna go from that low into something that balance it out. So let's go. See? That's it. Let's do another note there. Bing dong, bang bong. Something like this. Let's lag that. There we go. There we go. All right, let's do another G to match that. And then for this bottom, I'm gonna do something right here at the bottom to kind of slide into the 1 again. All right. See? Just to slide back into the 1. Boom. Now we got our melody. Look at that. All right. Boom. That's nice. Simple melody. Okay. So now we're gonna work with the velocities of the melody. Let's do that. Boom. So I'm gonna hit Control A, grab everything, go with the randomize down here. And then just hit that and it's gonna start randomizing the velocity of the notes. And I get to pick the percentage I want. All right, so let's do that. What I'm saying? Now for the bottom notes, I always grab them and bring them down a little bit more. Oh shoot, let me put these bottom notes. Boom. There we go. So I'm gonna grab all these, bring them down just a little bit more than the rest of the melody. You know what I'm saying? See that purposeful mistake that I put right here? That purposeful mistake, I'm gonna bring that down to make it soft. Very soft. See? Imperfect stuff, I purposely put my melodies. Like purposely. I'll purposely put imperfect. Like this note is just off. Like it's off grid. It don't fall on. But I'll purposely put stuff like that go into another note. See? It go from here to here. And then I'll soften them. See what I'm saying? And it just give your melody this certain type of not only human feel, but it give it this certain type of imperfect perfection. That's what it was. That's how it was told to me. It give it like an imperfect perfection. Let's take this off the grid just a little bit like this. Boom. Okay. Imperfect perfection. Right here, let's take this one off. There we go. That's our melody right there, okay? All right, so let's grab everything and we're gonna pick another key. We made this in A, let's pick another key. I brought it to C, that's C. Let's keep going. That's D. I like that. What I'm saying? we go. Simple, simple, simple. Okay, let's speed up that BPM. Let's go. I'm gonna bring it to like 164. Nice, 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 nice. Now let's find a let's find like a vocal or something like that to put underneath that. So let's keep it simple. We just gonna go to arcade and we're gonna pick a vocal in arcade and kind of just vibe with that instead of going to look for a vocal somewhere in my kits. I'm gonna just grab arcade and we're gonna just find something in D that vibe with the melody we just made. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. I gotta update my arcade. I ain't done it yet, but I kind of been slacking on that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't worry. I'm gonna do it. Let's put it in D minor. I'm gonna go to the distant voices, put it in D minor. Then we're gonna try and find a vocal or something to go with this. Oh, let's see if we can work with that. Let's go. Let's put our clip in here. Boom. So, and put our clip in. Let's go. I want to find something that starts the bar. See, that's a good start. You know, like you could pick anything to start a vocal, you know, especially when you're doing it like this, but you gotta find what's gonna vibe like to start it off. They got certain if you listen to your melody, they got certain type of vocals that's gonna start it off nice. You know, I could pick any one of these and they're gonna be in key. See, I could pick this one. See, I could pick this one. See, but all of that don't give my ear a sense that something is starting. It's more like a middle type of thing or a fill-in type of thing. It don't give my ear that sense that something is starting, but this does. See, that give my ear a sense that this is starting something. See, so I'm gonna take this off and just do this. See? And then I'm gonna do one of them other ones for, like I say, that fill-in type of thing. That's gonna happen. All right, so let's find that. See? And then something else gonna have to come right here. So let's find it. Let's just put something here and work with it. There it is. Now we need something to go. Nice. See, now this right here, I could let this stop right here. See, and then let it go back into this. See what I'm saying? Let it go back into that first again. See, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this note right here, let that linger over this. So it's not gonna be the same as this. is gonna be this, but a little bit of this over it, over top of it. So watch. Check this out, watch. See? See what I'm saying? It's just a little bit of this over top of it. That you still hear this like you hear this, but it's different. And then right here, on this half right here, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna layer something like this, like I did with that up here. I'm gonna layer something on top of it. So you still hear this, same thing as this. But you're gonna hear something over top of it in the ending part. So let's layer something. There we go. See? Now right here in this space right here, see how they got this space right here? We're gonna put something in this space right here to lead into this note right here. Let's go. See, and it's gonna bleed. This one is gonna bleed into this to play with it. Same way I did here, and same way I did here. See, now you got a different feel. I use the same exact notes. See, same exact notes over here, but I got a different feel in the second half than I do in the first half. You know what I'm saying? That way you could keep the repetitiveness that you want, the repetition that you want in the beat. You could keep that. Because once somebody ear get locked, we have this thing in our head that we don't like repetition. Repetition is a bad thing. But in actuality, that's what you want in your beat. You want your beat to get stuck in the ear of somebody. And the way to do that is by repetition. You know, we got this thing in our brain that repetition is a bad thing. I don't want my beat to repeat. That's if I'm trying to impress producers. See, if I'm trying to impress producers. But if I'm trying to get people, other people out there to vibe with my music, then that's exactly what I want to do. I want to get my melody stuck in their head. And the way to do it is by repetition. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, you got to make sure you're repeating things, but you're making it slightly different. A slight variation of it. Slight, but keeping it very repetitious. That's how that's going to sink in somebody's head. So just always remember that. Like, we get in the habit of working around producers, and we start trying to impress them. So we start telling ourselves, hey, I don't want to be repetitive. I don't want to be repetitive. I don't want to be repetitive. But see, if you're trying to get your shit stuck in somebody's ear out there in the world, then repetition is exactly what you want. Just make sure you're repeating it, but you're not being basic with it. See what I'm saying? Just a basic repetition. You vary it slightly, but you keep as much of the repetition as possible. See what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I don't know if that making any sense to y'all, you know? We get in this habit of trying to impress producers with our beats, because we as a newbie or somebody that's coming into this, or even when you've been doing it for a while, you tend to be around more producers than you be around, you know, artists or people out there that's listening to your stuff. You tend to put yourself around more producers because you're starting this game watching producers. You're starting this game, you know, checking out everything a producer. So everything about you is designed around another producer or other producers you watch. your mind not really geared to say, hey, I'm trying to catch people out there with my music. I'm trying to make that resonate with them. So as such, you start trying to impress other producers. You try to make melodies like them, or make stuff just as good as them, or so you're trying to you come into this game trying to impress other producers and not really understanding that that's cool to do, because I'm gonna upgrade like that and I'm gonna level up, making sure that I sharpen myself with iron sharp like mine. I'm gonna sharpen myself. So you want to do that, but you just have to remember that it's certain things that you do with producers that you don't really take out there into the real world. Meaning that I want to, like, if I'm working with producers, I want to give a producer as much to vary as possible. If I'm making a sample for him or if I'm making a loop, I want to give him enough that he can express himself. So I'm not going to make stuff too repetitious. I want to give him enough. Then he can go inside that loop and get whatever he want out of it to make whatever he want to do. See, that's me working with a producer. See, so I'm going to give him a lot of different variation, or as much variation as I can without throwing him off. But see, if I'm ready to make a beat for people out there, then I want that stuck in their head. I want something to be stuck in their brain, like literally to repeat over and over in their brain. That way, even when they're not even thinking about it, they start humming the melody. They start humming it when they didn't heard it 3 hours ago. And they just doing something else, they'll start kind of automatically humming the melody because they heard it so much and they got stuck in their brain when they heard it. So that's gonna take a little bit of repetition for me to do that. So just the reason why I'm stopping to tell y'all that about your melodies is just make sure that you understand that you can't always look at repetition as a bad thing. Like, repetition is a very, very, very good thing if you're trying to reach people and get that to set in their mind. See what I'm saying? All of us know stop, drop, shut them down, open up, shut. That dude drilled that in our brain. And that beat that Swiss made, that beat literally stay on the same loop the whole entire. Go listen to the track right now. That beat stay on the same exact loop. It don't go nowhere else. But you see how that's stuck in our brains? It's stuck there. Like, literally, you can hear that song twice, and I promise you're gonna just be saying it out there just because it's stuck. It's stuck in your brain. You're gonna just start kind of humming it while you're doing something else. That's what it does to people, that repetition. But you got to do it in a way to where it varies a little bit. So don't run from repetition. Don't run from it. All right? Let's keep going. Does that make sense to y'all? I don't know, man. Y'all, y'all not really saying too much, but I hope that make a little sense to y'all, if it does. All right, I'm gonna go inside the arcade. I don't like, y'all know I don't really vibe with arcade effects too tough. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take them effects off and I'm gonna record that melody dry. I want that melody I made, but I want it as a vocal. I want it, as an audio clip. So I'm gonna go down here to the resample. I'm gonna go to our audio track right here. Change that to resample. I'm gonna resample that. Oh, let's just flatten the track. Let's just flatten it since it's something short. Let's just go right here. I'm gonna go right here and hit freeze and flatten track. That's gonna render it out into an audio clip. It does. Shout out to Rashid McMillan. My man say it does. It makes sense to you, man. Appreciate that, bro. All right, now I got the audio clip, not the melodies. Okay, so I'm gonna affect the melody. I'm gonna affect this audio clip the way I want. I took off the arcade effects, and I rendered it out into an audio track. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like to work with it like that. I don't like to really work with arcade too much. I just get whatever I need out of arcade, and then I work with the audio. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna change this to the Complex Pro. That way, the stretching that happens, it kind of keeps it nice. All right, let's put our effects on that, man. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get an EQ. I'm gonna start off with an EQ and then end with an EQ. I'm gonna start off with an EQ. That way, none of the crazy shit go into the other effects. Everything that I want goes into the effects. Then I want it to be kind of dull. I don't want it to be like a person singing. I just want a backup kind of vibe. All right, now this might change. This first EQ is just so I could take out all of the stuff I don't really want in the vocal. Okay, so I got that. Now I'm gonna go to a compressor to get this. You see some peaks in there? See them peaks in the vocal, right? All them peaks, like this peak right here. I'm gonna go to a compressor to kind of keep that under control. I'm gonna pull up to 76, and that's gonna kind of tame that a little bit. See, it's gonna keep it smooth. It's gonna keep them peaks smooth. See, no matter how loud they get. All right, there we go. Boom. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit that with a reverb. I'm gonna hit that with a reverb. I'm gonna do the reverb first because I want the reverb to go into the delay. Sometimes on instruments, I'll put the delay first and then I'll put the reverb second because I want the reverb to cover the delay as well. I don't want that delay to be too present. If you put a reverb after delay, it's gonna kind of blanket the delay. That way you don't hear it sharp. A delay sharp. If you put a reverb before the delay, it's going if you put the reverb before the delay, let the delay come after, then the delay is going to delay the reverb as well. It's going to take you, it's going to kind of like make an echo feel because it's delaying the reverb also, not only your sound but the reverb also. So you could use that with different, knowing that you could use that with different effects. You know, there's not a wrong or right way to do it. It's just what effect you want, which one you want. So for this right here, I'm gonna put the reverb before the delay because I want to hear the delay of the reverb. I want to hear that. So I'm gonna put the reverb first and then put the delay after, so I can hear that delay that's happening, that echo that's happening with the voice. So let's put the reverb first. Let me take this off now. See how I have a nice spacious vocal now. This is without the reverb. This is without the reverb. Let me take this off. Let me just play just this track. That's without the reverb. Now this is with the reverb. See how you got that space in between when it stopped? That space, I want that to echo. That's why I'm putting the delay after the reverb. I want it to echo. In certain instruments, like I said, I'll put the delay before the reverb because I don't want to hear that echo. I just want the reverb to blanket everything, the delay too. In this particular instance, I want to hear that echo. All right, so now that we got that echo, let's put the delay after that. Put the comeback kit on there. See, you see how it's delaying the reverb as well. The hollowness of the reverb, that's delaying as well. Now let me show y'all the difference. Watch. See, now when let me switch and put the delay before the reverb. Okay, check this out. See, you hear more of a blanket. You still hear the delay happening, but you hear more of a blanket over the sound. Because the reverb is blanketing the delay and everything is blanketing the whole thing, it's covering the whole thing. Put the delay out, put the delay after. Now you're gonna hear the echoes a bit more sharper. See, you hear it a bit more sharper, but you hear that reverb as well with the echo as well. You hear that. So that's why I'm doing that in this particular vocal. Like I say, on some instruments, I'll do it the other way around. All right, let's go. Okay. Okay, now after I put those effects, now like I said, the EQ is gonna come last, and this is gonna help me shape the reverb with the sound. So it's almost like I did all of this effecting and added all of that. Now I'm gonna put the EQ at the end to shape the whole entire sound, the reverb as well. You see what I'm saying? I don't want the reverb to run all crazy and that just be the last thing, or the delay to run all crazy, because that's the last thing in it. I want that EQ at the end to shape whatever that delay is doing, all them effects I put on there. You know what I'm saying? Now, Valhalla, the reverb in Valhalla has kind of like an EQ on it. See, it has some different controls for the EQ to EQ the reverb as well. So if you don't want that deep reverb, you can EQ it, take a little bit of that low end off, which I do. See, I do a low cut on the reverb to make sure that I don't have that deep reverb. I just want a little bit that's on the sound I'm using. So I low cut a little bit. But this don't give me the detail that I want. So I put an EQ, I do the low cut right here, and then I put an EQ after that to detail this shaping that I want of the reverb. So let's do that. I'm gonna put an EQ at the end of that. Boom, at the end of it. Let's go. So I'm gonna use shells because I don't want to cut stuff out. I want to leave all the presence that I can in. So I'm gonna use shells. I ain't gonna use cuts on this vocal right here. This vocal is already kind of thin. If I use cuts, you know, just remember that with an EQ. You know, if you have any type of EQ training, you know, like cuts is gonna take stuff out. So it's a rule of thumb that when you already working with a thin type of sound, some type of thin sound, kind of stay away from cuts because the sound is already thin. If you deal with shells when the sound is thin, then you get to keep as much of the sound and still shape it. A cut. Hold up real quick. Let me put my bracelet. I accidentally took my bracelet off. Give me a second. There you go. A cut would be this right here. If I go to cutting the sound. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, this sound is already thin. So I'm gonna kind of stay away from cuts. You know, but I'm gonna do something like this and shelf it. Now you see I get to keep stuff, but still take what I want out. What I'm saying? There we go. Boom. Right on the money. Let's go. Now we got our melody. All right. Now we got to figure out something to back that. So let's do this. Easy. We're going to keep it real easy breezy. We're going to duplicate the piano over again. So see, I got two of the tracks. Same track. All I did was just duplicate the same exact track over again. So I can add them same notes. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna solo that track. See, that way I can hear this piano playing. Then I'm gonna go change the plugin. So I'm gonna have these notes with a different plugin playing, same notes. Okay, so I'm gonna change the plugin. Let's go. Let's find like a backing sound for that. Let's go grab a pad, some type of pad sound to back that, give us some ambience to it. So I'm gonna go to expand and use one of them soft pads to kind of back that. And I'm gonna do it with these same notes I got, but I'm gonna show y'all what's about to happen. Let's go with, let's just try some sounds out. Let's just go. Too sharp, too harsh. Oh. That might work. That might work. That might work. Let's keep going. Oh, that works. That works. That works. Okay, so let's use that one right there. Okay, so we got the sound we want. So now let's go back into the notes, and now we're gonna start deleting these notes. Right now it's just the same piano notes running. Let's start deleting a few of them. All right, so let's give it a vibe. Okay, so let's take off, first of all, let's take off these bottom notes. We're not gonna need that. See, that's just a bunch of bottom information that we don't need in that pad. Let's go. Let's take that off. Take them bottom notes off. Now we're working with just the top notes of the melody, of the same piano melody. Remember, saying we just duplicated that. Now let's start taking these notes out. So that's a high pitched sound. Let's see if we get rid of this high note. See how it bring it more to the melody? That's that, you get that high sound on that. But if I take that note off, it's gonna bring it closer to the sound of the melody. See? So let's take that note off. See this melody right here? Let's see how that sound in there. Too much going on, too much clogging it up. So let's take off that first note right there. All right, see how it lead into this chord? Let's take that off. Let's take that high note off. Take that middle note off. Let's take that high note off and delete that middle note, okay? Now it's gonna go from this note right here to this note. And let's shorten this up. Nice. Now it's going into this big ass chord right here. We don't want that. We don't want that. So let's see this note. Too much bottom. Nice. So let's take that bottom off. See what I'm saying? We already getting a vibe. So let's go. We're gonna go high, then low. So let's move this note over. Boom. Right here. And then we're gonna delete. See how we deleted that staircase right here? We're gonna delete a few of them notes right here too. So let's get out of here. Let's go from the A. And then we're gonna go to this F right here. And then we're gonna work with these chords as well. We don't want all them chords hit, you know, to clog up the sound. Remember, this is a background sound. So we don't want all these chords, and that's what the melody was for, the first melody. We just want a little background going on right here. So what we basically did was we duplicated this track right here, the piano track. Okay, that's the piano track that we had. We duplicated it, and now we deleting notes with that piano, with that pad VST on there. Now we delete notes to get a vibe that's in back of our piano, and we know we in key because it's the same notes as the piano notes. We just deleting a few. So let's go. Shells versus cuts. That's a bar right there. Yeah, that. Don't quote me on that, my man. You know, like, I know it's good information, but you know, that's just a general concept. Don't live by that. You know what I'm saying? That's a general concept of how there's much more to work in the EQ. You know, it's just not, you know, like, you got to understand the stereo field and all that type of stuff working with the EQ. And that's why a lot of people can't translate their beats really, really well. You feel what I'm saying? It's because all they think they doing is just frequencies on the EQ. Frequencies. I'm just boosting these frequencies, cutting these frequencies. You messing with the stereo field. You messing with that. And if you ever had this problem to where your music don't translate on all devices, like a mobile phone, in your car, in your studio speaker, all that sound different, that's 90% of the reason why. There's EQ and that's happening, and you really didn't understand that, oh, I'm messing with the stereo field and I mess with this EQ as well. I'm messing with that. And if you want the proof of it, that it's just not frequencies you're messing with, look at an EQ. Let's pull it up. Look at it. Watch. Look at the EQ. Let me pull it up. Check it out. See? Now on the EQ, you're gonna see stuff like this. See? Mid, side, left, right, stereo. That's because this EQ spectrum represents a certain an amount of your stereo field. It's just hard to see because we're looking at a flat line. But the stereo field ain't flat. It's not just left and right. That's stereo. No, the stereo field is around you. See? Around. But that's another type of tutorial to get into that. See what I'm saying? That's another type of tutorial. And it's because people haven't gotten the information to understand that, just some simple information. It's hard for them to make their stuff translate a certain way. And it's because you're cutting into your sound using the EQ, you're cutting into your sound and don't really understand what I'm doing with the stereo field. So, and that's the best way to mess up all type of different platforms. A car. See, a car is going to have a certain type of stereo field. See? A cell phone has a certain type of stereo field. It's all of that. So you got to know the methods to kind of get that to fit on whatever device you want to play it in. A laptop, a computer, a laptop, speakers, cell phone speakers, car speakers, you know, home stereo speakers. There's a way for you to understand how EQ works to fit all of them, to have a happy medium between all of them devices. Now you don't even have to go play your stuff in a car to see how it sounds, or go do this or to see how it sounds. You don't even have to do that no more, because you know that happy medium when you're using the EQ. So like I'm saying that just to say, don't live by that, what I just told y'all, that, you know, a shelf is when you want to do this, and a cut is when you want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because that information varies according to what you the sound you putting it on. It varies. But the object is to become very familiar with the sound you use, or the sounds you have, or sounds in general. Become very familiar with that. And then the second thing is to get the info on an EQ and how it works from somebody that knows that, that understands that. Get that info on what you're doing when you use it. You know, like a lot of people are walking around with limited knowledge of this thing right here. Very, very limited. And it's because, you know, we just see people just boosting, shelving, cutting, and just not even paying attention to what they're doing with. You know, but somewhere, if you it's like I tell everybody, if that's your knowledge of it and that's all you're doing with it, then you still can get a hit record out there. You still can. But I guarantee that hit record gonna go to somebody that know all of this before it hit the public. It will. I guarantee you that. It's gonna go to somebody that's gonna deal with that shit that you didn't do, that you didn't know how to do. See what I'm saying? It will. 1000%. It's gonna go to somebody that know how. You know, I've been that person on many records. The beat is nice, it's amazing. You as the producer made it, and the beat is nice, and even the vocals is not. But see, it's gonna come to somebody like me that's gonna pay attention to all of that. That nobody in the music production or nothing didn't pay attention to. You feel what I'm saying? So you get the info and the knowledge on that, so you can get a good sound and make it translate on any platform. You know, when people buying your beats on a beat store. When people buying, you know, they doing that on a mobile phone. They're not going to their car listening to your beats store. And that's the reason why a lot of people not selling beats. It's just simply because, you know, that shit sounded good in your studio. But then when they hit a mobile phone, they don't hear your 808 too well. They don't hear this too well. They don't hear none of that too well. So they ain't really going to fool with that beat. They're going to go fool with old boy over there that got that sound. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to buy yours. There's millions of people they can buy a beat from. They don't have to buy yours. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you want to get that info like that. Okay, let's get back to this, man. I kind of got off of that, but that's a whole nother tutorial on getting that info. You know, but any one of y'all that want to get that type of help, then, you know, like I say, y'all not going to learn every single thing on YouTube. Eventually, you're going to have to lock in with somebody one-on-one and get the information you need specifically. Not a general YouTube video of somebody that just told you some shit. Like even myself, that's all topics that I came up with that I thought y'all should know. There's some specific shit in your brain, all of y'all out there, that you need to know that covers only your music production. Eventually, you're going to have to go get that info, or just stay behind. You know, just stay behind, not knowing. That's everybody's own choice. All right. Let's go on back to the track, and start taking out the. We already got some notes that we want. Let's keep going. Let's take out some notes. Let's kind of end these notes, you know, that way they don't really connect too much. That way we don't have just a blanket of sound that's happening. So let's end these notes kind of like this. Let's end this right here before we go down in this note. I like how they go down in that note. Now we got all this stuff right here is all clogged. We got to take out some of them notes so we can get that same type of vibe that's happening like this. So let's see what we could take out. We're going to do that by just simply looking at what we done already done. We already got an A up here. We got an F right here. We got a G right here that hit already. All right. So what we don't have this C right here. So let's take out this F right here, because we got this F right here. We got this A. Boom. Let's take out this A right here because we got this A. See what I'm saying? Like literally, I'm just taking out I'm taking out the notes I'm taking out the notes that I already have right here. See what I'm saying? We don't have an E, so we're gonna leave that in there. We got a D, so let's do this D right here. So let's take this D out. See what I'm saying? And then we're gonna take this note out here, that imperfect note. We ain't gonna, because you're not gonna hear that anyway. You hear it in a piano melody, but you're not gonna hear that anyway in all of this. Okay, and then we don't want these notes hitting at the same time, so we're gonna move them around. We're gonna move them around. We may even get rid of another one. So let's move that over a little bit. Boom. Let's take this passing note out. We ain't gonna need that. All right, let's see where we at so far. Let's see where we at. Let's shorten a little bit of this. That way it don't seem like it's all running into each other. We're gonna shorten a little bit of this. Boom. Boom. All right. And then we're gonna put this one right here, put that C right there. So let's see what we got so far. See how we cleared out this right here? Let's go back. I want y'all to see where we went from. Let's go back. So. That's how it was. See? This is where we at now. That's where we at now. See how we cleared all that out? Because that, remember, that's our backing sound. Let's go. See? See what I'm saying? We could even take this note. We don't even need that E right there. Shit, we could go right into it. Boom. Now we don't have everything sounding all cluttered now. You know what I'm saying? Let's move this G over a little bit. Boom. Okay. And we should be good. And let's cut this C right here. That way when it go into these notes, we good. All right. See what I'm saying? Now we can get rid of this. We can get rid of that. And then we just gonna copy. Remember, repetition is your friend. It's your friend. When you want your melodies to stick in the head of somebody. Boom. Now that we got that vibe, let's duplicate that over like that. All right, and we should be good to go. Boom, perfect, bro. That's crazy how that shit felt. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so now we're gonna put our effects on it. Remember, backing sound. We're gonna make that dreaming. All right. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drown that in reverb. That way it's gonna push it to the back and it's gonna make it like very, very spacious and dreamy. Then we're gonna use that same method that we use with the piano. We're gonna shape our reverb with the EQ. So we're gonna put all our effects, and we're not even gonna put no EQ on this right now to shape it right now. Let's just drown it out and make sure that it's very, very ambient. Get what we want out of it first, and then we're gonna go in and shape it and do all that. So let's put the reverb on it. See, now we got some ambience going on. Let's check it out. Wait, hold on. I put it on the wrong thing. No wonder I wasn't hearing it. Yeah, that's the right thing. Yeah, that's the right thing. Wait, hold up. Right here. Boom. Okay, yeah, we good. Okay. So this is without the reverb. Check it out. Dry. This is with the reverb. So we want to get that space ambient type of thing going on. And I don't care how much of it I hear right now, because I'm going to shape that with the EQ. I don't care how much of it I hear. I just want to make sure that they have what I want, that ambient type of spacious thing. All right. Now what I'm going to do is, this is just a little tip, little trick that I kind of use, you know, just this is a little gem, so y'all might be able to use this as well. When I have a spacious sound like that, that's floating around, all that floating that it's doing is kind of doing whatever it want to do. It's still hitting on the notes that we put here. with the melody. It still do. But if you notice, all that space is floating around and doing whatever you want to do. You can take that and make that fit the BPM. That's what a tremolo is for. The Akai software got it, the tremolo sync, where you could sync like a tremolo to it. That a tremolo is how the sound tremble. You could sync it to the BPM. Now what you're doing is taking all of that stuff that's moving like this, and you're syncing it to a 10 and making it move with your BPM while it still got that ambient stuff. So I'm gonna take a tremolo in here. I'm not in the Akai software no more, so I missed the tremolo sync. I do, but I got another one. You know me, I'm gonna find it. I got another one. This is this right here is the tremolator, which is in the Sound Toys plugin. I mean, all the Sound Toys plugin, the Sound Toys bundle. And that's the people that give you like Crystallizer and, you know, Echo Boy and all them same people. This is the same thing, a tremolator. So it's gonna give me that wobble that I need, and I can sync it to the BPM. Okay, so again, basically the point of this is to take all that wobble, all that weird shit that we just put in there. See what I'm saying? We put all of that reverb on there. We made it swim around with the reverb. We did all of that. Now we're gonna take all of that and match it to a BPM. Y'all gonna see what I mean. Let's go. So let's solo the sound so y'all can hear what's happening. Now check it out. This is what a tremolo plugin does. Let's take it off and let y'all hear the sound. Watch. See, all of this moving, especially with that reverb. Now it's really just, see? We're gonna take that and we're gonna make that follow a BPM. Now we're gonna put the tremolator on. Check it out. Let me put the metronome on. See? See how it's following the metronome? See, so we can use that. We can use that now. You turn down the mix knob. Same thing in the MPC software. You turn down the mix knob to where now you got that all that swimming. Now you got a little bit of that tremolo in there that's following the metronome. It's almost like it's taking all that extra swimming around and it's putting it in the tempo of your beat. And you do it very, very slightly. You don't want, this is harsh. This is very harsh. You can hit that. Nah. But you want it slight. You still want to hear that swimming, but you still want to lock it into a BPM. Now all that swimming around, now you got a rhythm inside of it now. And you put it very lightly in there. Now it don't sound like just a pass or just swimming all around in your beat, doing whatever you want to do. All right, so check it out. Let's go. See, I'm taking down the depth. The depth would be in the MPC, in the tremolo sync in the MPC. The depth would be the mix knob, how much of this you want to hear. So I'm taking down the depth. The depth is how deep I want that wobble to go. See, if it's wobbling, it's going like this. Wop, 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 it's wobbling. How deep it goes is the depth. Wop, 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 wop. See, so if I decrease the depth, it's not going deep. That wobble ain't going, it's gonna happen very slight. So I'm gonna decrease the depth. I don't want that wobble to go down too deep. Let's do that. See? Very light. Now all of my crazy bad effect and the reverb and all of that shit, now I got a rhythm to it now. You know what I'm saying? Let's play the melody now. Check it out. See? I'm leaving the metronome on so y'all can hear that rhythm that is following now. If I take that tremolator off, watch this go crazy. Watch. See? Now it's just everywhere. It's just wherever you want to go. See? Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear the difference? Let me put it back on. See what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Anybody? Like y'all kind of caught that? Just making sure y'all kind of getting what I'm saying. You know, like if y'all not, then lock in with your bar. I'm explaining. See, we're gonna put the we're gonna put the EQ at the end. Now we're gonna shape all of that we just did. Let's shape it all. Make it fit the beat. We want backing sound, so we're gonna get rid of a lot of shit. Now, see, now I want to cut. because I want to get rid of some stuff. I don't want to keep all of this while I want to put this as far in the background as I can. So instead of the shelf, I'm cutting because I want to get rid of some stuff. Let's go. Wait, hold up. I'm in the wrong thing. Let me delete that. I think I'm on a vocal. I'm on a vocal. I put the EQ on the wrong thing. I'm wondering why I'm cutting that and I ain't hearing nothing. I put it on the wrong thing. Let's put the EQ on the pad sound. Let's go. Now we're gonna do it. Now we should hear it. Let's go. Let's cut some shit out. See? Best way to figure out, like I'm just very good at hearing sound. Like I've just kind of been trained on it my whole life as an engineer. But for the average person out there, don't try and do what y'all just saw me do. Take that and move that right. Go from here and just move it exactly where I want. I can hear that. See what I'm saying? But for the person that can't hear that, your method of doing it, this is the training wheels way of doing it. You cut it all the way out. That way you don't hear nothing. See, we just cut everything out. We're not going to hear none of that pad now. And then what you do is you start bringing it in from this way. And it's going, your ear going to hear better. Oh, that's it. I can hear it coming in. I can hear it where you're going to know better where to stop this. See what I'm saying? This is kind of advanced, just taking it from right hand, trying to gauge it like this. That's when your ear get very, very good at hearing sound and understanding how to fit stuff in. You can do that. Put it exactly where you want. But for the person that's not that good, training wheels, look, boom, cut it all the way out and start bringing it in. And it's going to trigger your ear where to stop it. Your ear, just remember, your ear in music, your ear hears things better coming into versus you are hearing everything already, trying to gauge where it goes. See what I'm saying? So remember that in leveling, remember it in EQing, remember to cut it all out. And then so your ear can hear it when it comes in. When you're leveling your sounds, cut them all out, all the way down to 0, all your faders down. And as you start bringing them up, when you bring your piano up, when you bring the pad up behind it, your ear is going to trigger where to stop it because it takes it in better coming into a sound, not hearing nothing versus you hearing everything, trying to level your faders and hearing everything playing. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. So I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to bring it in like this and I'm going to start bringing it out. And we're going to see where to stop that. So y'all hear it coming in the background? You know what I'm saying? And now you see, but now my ear heard it coming in. It heard it. So it's almost like it gave me where to stop it. Now here, if let's do it from this way now. See, I'm gonna be hearing it all already. I'm gonna be hearing everything, all of the pad sound. I'll be hearing it all. So it'll be a bit harder for me to gauge where I need to stop this thing. I could say, okay, let me stop right here. That sound nice. But see, I don't know if I should have stopped here, if that would have sounded better, because I just decided to stop here. I don't know. I just kind of guessed that sound nice in my ear. No, this might have sounded better if you'd have kept going. It might have sounded better. You see what I'm saying? So that's when you get very good, you're going to be able to do it from this way and just know where you want it to be because you're so familiar with sound and you understand how it works. But if you're not that good, and it's up to you to determine that yourself, like y'all would know that about your own self. If you're not that good at understanding that, then my suggestion is to start here and bring shit into the mix. Same thing with this side as well. Same exact concept. Same exact concept with this side as well. If you cutting out low end, you cut it all out. Cut everything out. And then start bringing it back in. And it's going to trigger your ear. Going to trigger when you hear that low end come in where you want. It's going to trigger and tell you where to stop. Boom. Yeah, that's it. I hear it. It just came in. See what I'm saying? So that's just a little tip that I learned from a long time ago when I first started working with this. Fortunately, like I said, somebody taught me that. Somebody showed me that, like literally, like side by side in when I was interning. They showed me that about an EQ. They just did it with hardware. I was on hardware at the time when I was learning, but I just bought that to software. I just, you know, learning that back in the day, I just bought it to software. You know, same exact concept, learning. And how I teach it to people when I show people how to work an EQ and the things about it. You know, I just tell people start off with that. You know, that way you can kind of, your ear gonna hear things better coming into a mix versus hearing everything trying to gauge where it goes. But just remember that that works with leveling as well. Your faders, you know, when you're leveling your sound, take them all down to 0, all of them, and then bring the first one in. Boom, stop it where you want. And then when you're bringing the next one in, you're gonna start to hear it creep in. You're gonna hear where to stop it. Bring the next fade up. When that sound creep in, you're gonna hear it's gonna trigger your ear where to stop it. Bring the next fade up and just start from 0, and you'll see what I mean. It's gonna help y'all to understand how to level your stuff. It's like putting the training wheels on till you get very, very good at it. All right, let's go. Let's go back and we're gonna do it again. Let's do it again. Take everything out. You know, I kind of know where I want it to be, but I'm gonna just do it the training wheels way just to show y'all. Boom. Let's take it all out, and then let's go. When we start, we're gonna until we start hearing it. Let's go. Yeah, it's creeping in. See? Literally, it crept right underneath the piano. Y'all heard it. All right, let's go. Let's take this out. We're gonna take a little bit of the low end out because we don't want that to be too muddy. So let's cut that. There's our sound right there. All right. Now you see all these spikes right here that I got? All these spikes right here that y'all see right here? I'm gonna kind of just dip that out a little bit to make sure that don't get crazy. So I'm gonna just put a little dip right there just to make sure that don't get crazy. Them little spikes, see? All them 3 spikes right there. Just to make sure that don't get crazy, you know, in the mixing process, all that. Whenever it's time to start mixing these sounds and doing whatever. See, now we have ambience in the background of the track, and if we take it off, let's take all the plugins off and show you what we did to that sound, how we pushed it to the background. So this is with everything off. Look our sound going crazy. Sound we paying attention to is this sound. For everybody that just pulled up, the sound we paying attention to is this sound right here. Our pad sound we put in. We want to make that an underlying sound. So we showing what it is, what happened before we put the effects on. This is how that pad sound before we put the effects on. Look, it's going crazy. All right, now this is with the effects. Check it out. Look, that's with the effects. This is without. With. So now it's just swimming around in the back and it's providing that ambience that you need that give your track a certain mood, give it like a feeling, a mood. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's gonna give it some type of nostalgia in the background that when those melodies stop, you're gonna hear that takes over, and you're gonna hear it faintly in the background. Like when I mean by when the melody stop. See, after this melody hit right here, when this chord hit right here, that's how the melody start. You know, the chord. See. At this initial point right here where this melody hit, all of this is empty until this hits again, until this note hits again. See, all this is empty. That's empty space because that chord hit and that's all you hit. Just that chord hit and that's it. No more notes playing for a while until it's hit. That ambience is going to fill in all of that. That's what you want to fill in. All that emptiness. So when you EQing your ambience and your pads and your background stuff, when you EQing that, pay more attention to the empty spots in your melody. Don't pay attention to how exactly you want the pad sound. Just pay attention to if it's filling in them empty spots of my melody. Is it filling that in? or is it overtaking the empty spots? Okay, now, just so y'all can see what I mean by that, let's do it again. We're gonna go to the pad track, take it off, take all the effects off. Look how it's overtaking the melody, look. See, it's overtaking the melody, but we EQ'd it, and how we knew where to put it. How we knew where to put it was because we were listening to the emptiness of that piano melody, and I EQ'd it to right when it fit that emptiness. That's when I knew where to stop. I didn't take out too much. I knew I didn't take out too much. I didn't make it too thin. Right when I started hearing it filling that empty spot. So this is it filling in the empty spots. Let's put the effects back on. See? Look, when that first note hit, you're gonna hear that. Look at all, watch that ambient. The first note of the piano track. When that first chord hit, you're gonna hear all that ambience take over, while that chord is going out to the next note. Watch. See? All the ambience take over just when that first note hit. Until you hear that next dum dum, that next melody. That's a good way to understand the background sounds of your stuff, like background, how to put stuff in the background and make sure it's not overtaking stuff. It's, you know, you can kind of get that in your head as a rule of thumb. I'm gonna listen to the empty spots and see if it's filling that in. If it's still overtaking it, then that's too much. It's too much I got in there. But if I can hear the melody I'm aiming for, you know, like to put something in the background, you got to have something there already. See? So you're going to be listening to something anyway. You can't put something in the background or something that ain't even there. I don't even have a first melody. So you're going to be comparing it to something. So that melody you comparing it to, when you say I'm going to put my next melody in the background, listen to the space in that first melody. Don't just listen to the sound that the next melody has, that you trying to EQ it. Don't just listen to that. Listen to the space that is filling in. So you have to pay more attention to that other sound, not the one I'm EQing. Pay more attention to that sound. And when you EQ it, you're gonna be able to understand how it fits in the gaps of your melody. Where to stop it, where to stop the sound. It's just that sometimes people pay attention to what they're actually doing with that sound, where the EQ is, how that sound. Not really understanding, wait, I got to pay more attention to the other melody, the space of the other melody. You see what I'm saying? Let me pay more attention to that. And that's going to tell me where to stop this EQ, where to stop my cuts, where to stop my shelves or whatever I'm doing to it. It's going to tell me that. Let's go. That's beautiful, man. Y'all hear that? Like, dang, like them sounds damn near mixed already. I'm gonna be honest, we damn near mixed already, bro. But that's our whole purpose, to just understand a few techniques to where your melodies can vibe. Just simple, like we got 3 tracks, bro. Literally, we got the first piano melody track, we got a vocal track, and we got the ambience in the background. And already, we literally halfway there. But it's because of the sound we delivering. That's what I mean. That's the reason for this video. You know, why I titled the video "Making Better Melodies." Like, it's not only the pattern you make. Like, I took y'all through the pattern I made. This pattern I made and why I put notes specific places. If you missed that, then just after this is over, rewind, go to the beginning of the video. I'm not gonna make this video too long. You know, I'm not even making a beat. All I'm doing is just melodies. That's it. I'm not gonna make the beat. But I took y'all through how I made this pattern, why I put notes certain places, what I did to them, why I moved stuff around. So if you just pulling up after the video's over, go watch that first part of the video. But the reason why I'm taking y'all through this part of it is because it's not only about how you make the melody, it's about the presentation of it after you made it. All of that stuff we did to it is now the presentation of the melody. Making it fit certain spots, making the backing sound come underneath that, making the vocal and how we did that, making it set in a certain space. That's the presentation of my melody. This is just the creation of my melody right here. That's it. That ain't gonna catch the vibe. That ain't gonna. That's only part of the vibe, making the melody a certain way. The other part of that is the presentation of how I'm gonna do this after it's made. See what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, like I say, that's a huge thing that a lot of people don't really understand. They kind of separate them two things, not understanding they work in tandem with each other together. It's 50-50. How I create the melody. Some people think that that's the vibe, right? That no, that's just only half of the vibe. If I don't do that second half to the best of my ability, then I could screw that first 50% up. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like I could screw that first 50 up. It was a vibe when I made it, but just because I didn't present it well, I didn't understand how to do that. Now I screwed that first 50% up. I screwed that up too. Now that sound a little off now. See what I'm saying? So if you think about it working in tandem with each other, 50 and 50, making the melody is 50, and then the presentation of the melody is the other 50. You know, like I said, get the knowledge so when you make a dope melody, when you make something that vibe, you're not screwing it up with the presentation. You're not going downhill. I should say screw it up. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of harsh, but you're not going downhill. You're not going backwards. You know, you made a dope melody, but then now that you putting your effect and you doing stuff to it, now you just then took it in a whole different. Now it don't even sound like what it's supposed to sound like or what you want it to sound like. You see what I'm saying? The object is to understand that the 50% I just put into making the dope melody, I gotta make sure I understand some things so I could put that next 50 on and that next 50 add to it to make it 100. Not take it away from it to make it 0. You know what I'm saying? The next 50, which is the presentation, that add to it to now I got 100%. See what I'm saying? That's the only way I can break that down to make it make sense, like in kind of layman's terms. You know, just look at your melody making 50-50. Only 50 when I make a dope melody. Only 50. That's it. I'm not there yet. Oh, that's the fight. No, just 50. Now I gotta present this thing. That's the sounds I put around it. That's the stuff I put underneath it. The stuff I back it with. If I got it in a certain space. If I got the presence of it, if I EQ'd it and got the presence of it. You know, it took out the stuff that I don't want in it. I didn't make it thin. When it was full, I got to work with the EQ, not to sound thin as hell. Now, all of that is the presentation of it now. That's the other 50. You know what I'm saying? So get the information, get the knowledge to where when I put that next 50 on it, I'm bringing it to 100. I'm not bringing it down to 0 with that 50. I'm not going in the opposite direction with that 50. See what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go mess with this piano now. Let's do that. Let's solo the piano. All right. We're going to make that a little bit more vibey, a little bit more smooth, a little bit more vibe. All right. Let's do that. Remember, this is the presentation of the melody we made, the other 50. Let's see if we can do that. I wanted to save that. There's a reason why I didn't touch this melody. Like you ever noticed, once I made this melody, I didn't touch it. I didn't put no effects on it. Look, literally no effects down here. None. I just made the melody and that's it. But there's a reason why when I got to this part of the video, I want to show you guys how you can that next 50%. We're going to try and bring it up. It's only 50 right now. Anybody that say, "Oh, that's a vibe. That's it." He that know this just 50. Now we about to bring that next 50 to the melody and see if we could upgrade that. Appreciate that, man. T-Roy, thanks so much, man. Thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Appreciate that. My man say, "Yep, definitely masterclass of Jim." Nah, man, stop saying that, dog. You're giving me too much credit, big dog. Give me too much credit, man. Like I'm just kind of giving, you know, it's simple stuff for real. It's just simple stuff. It's just that sometimes we don't think about it, and it takes somebody else that got a different mindset than you, not really a master of it or anything. They just got a different outlook than you. You know, and if you understand that, it's gonna help you to reach out for help from people, to go link up with them and get help. It's gonna help you to understand that you're not wrong and they right just because they knows more than you or they better than you at doing something. It's not a matter of wrong and right. It's a matter of updating my game. That's what it's a matter. I want to go link up with somebody. That don't make me wrong because I'm about to go get some knowledge from him. No, that make me smart enough to upgrade what I'm doing, to add to what I'm doing. See, because he got a different mind of thinking. His thinking ain't better than mine. It's just different. So the way I'm going to get better is by adding some different shit to my thinking. The same way we make a melody. The way we make our melody better is by adding different shit to it. Same thing with your thinking. You add some different thinking to it. And the reason why people stay away from help is because in their brain, some kind of way, it make it believe that I'm less than you because I'm coming for help. I'm coming knock on your door for help. I'm less than you. No, you're not. You different than me. That's why I'm coming knock on your door for help. You different than me, bro. And I want to take your different shit and add it to mine. See what I'm saying? So think about help in that fashion, bro. That way you don't sit there watching some shit and know, hey, bro, I could go get some game from this dude. One-on-one, my game. What I need for my shit to upgrade. I could do that, but I ain't never done it yet. It's because somewhere in the back of your brain, whether you like to admit it or not, somewhere in the back of your brain, you don't want to concede to the fact that, yeah, if I do that, that means he better than me. I don't want to concede to that if I do that. So you eliminate that thinking from your brain. No, it's not a matter of who better. It's a matter of who different. Man, that dude different than me, bro. So I'm going to get that different shit to add to my stuff. See, that's why I don't mind going knock on people's door for help. I don't mind doing that, bro. Like, I do that now. Even with my engineer, I've been engineering for 13 years, bro. My people in my Discord, they still know I go to class, bro. I've been engineering for 13 years, bro. I didn't touch all type of mixes, dog. You know what I'm saying? Literally pushing a 500 mark on Spotify for the mixes I didn't touch and put on Spotify, bro. Different artists I didn't mix their music. You see what I'm saying? I done mixed a shitload of records, bro. So you would think that, oh man, he got the game, bro. I'm still going to class. I'm still going to learn from them dudes that I intern with. And I'm getting all that game because they old now, you know. Unfortunately, they old. So they ain't gonna be here for too much long, and they know that. So I'm trying to soak up as much game from the dudes as possible, you know. Not just only the intern that I did with them in their studio, but also soak up as much game as possible. And the reason why I do it is not because they better than me, it's because they got a different way of doing this than me. So I'm upgrading my shit with that different stuff I'm putting on. So for all of y'all that scale, you ain't never when we get no help from, say, your help is YouTube. That's your help. Like I said, just remember, on YouTube, you taking in information from somebody that thought that's what you should know. They didn't call you on the phone and ask you specifically what you need to know. They're not addressing your specific sound. They doing it with something they making in ADAW and putting on a video. And you just trying to take as much as you can from it. But they didn't address your specific sound. They did. And all of our sounds different. They didn't do that. That's the unfortunate thing about YouTube. See, so if you just using YouTube and that's your source, and just understand you're still going to be a step behind because I'm still clueless about my sound. I saw what he did on that video to his sound and the beat he made and the music he created and what he did to his specific sound with his specific VSTs and what he did and how he got that right. That's what I did. And I'm going to take it as much as I can from it. But see, he didn't touch my sound. He didn't do that. I got a different sound. I got a different thing I'm doing than him. He didn't touch none of that. I'm going to just try and take as much as I can in from what I saw. That's what you're doing. Just understand that. That's what you're doing. Now, nothing is wrong with that. Just understand you're still a step behind. I'm still a step because I ain't all of that I watched from somebody. I ain't got my specific side. They didn't help with my specific thing. They did that thing that I'm creating, that thing that I'm doing. They did. That's not what they helped me with. That's nope. And unfortunately, you're not going to get that from no YouTube video. None. Because we can't jump through the camera and see what you're doing. We can't. So the object is to make sure you take advantage of anybody that's providing it. Not only myself, but anybody you deem worthy of teaching you something. That way they can hear your specific sound, what you doing, how you getting down, and how you moving. And they can help, they can take them things you learning and apply it specifically to that. You know what I'm saying? I could get some general help with my shit, or I could get some specific help with it. That choice is gonna be up to anybody else. But the way you get out of your mind, the way you unlock that in your mind and go make that choice, go make that decision, is you always look at somebody else as different than me. It's not a matter of who better or who the master of this or who can. It's not a matter of that, bro. That's why I don't really speak in them terms. You know, that person different than you, and that different thing that I see him doing, I like that shit. See. It's not better than mine, it's different than mine. And I like that. I'm going to get that different shit. Same way I will put a different sound on my melody to make it better. I'm about to go put some different shit in my head to get better. See? That's how you look at that. Very, very simply put, man. And you go get that info. You go get that from anybody you could get close enough to get that. Anybody. I'm not telling y'all that just so y'all come lock in with me. I don't notice what I keep saying. I don't give a damn who you deem worthy of doing. I don't care. Just make sure they credible and make sure they know some shit. Not only do they know some shit, but they able to teach you. Just because you know some shit don't mean you could teach somebody something. So make sure you can relate to them. Make sure they got a manner of speaking that you could deal with. You know, make sure that you understand them very well. All of that before you lock in with somebody, whoever that is. Because a lot of people, what we do is we just see somebody know something and we go lock in with them. Not understanding. Yeah, that dude confused me more than when I started. It's simply because he knows something, he can't really teach it that well. And y'all know they got people out there like that. They're not really that good of a teacher. They know a lot of shit. They just can't get it across to you that well. You see what I'm saying? So some people like that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure whoever you getting information from out there, whoever you deem it necessary, that's going to help. That different thing that you're about to take in on your level, one-on-one for your specific shit. Make sure that person you can relate to and that person you can understand very, very well. Not only do they know some stuff, because I promise you, if you don't take that into consideration, you're going to be going to get help from people out there and they know all type of shit, but they're going to confuse you more than when you first started. And it's simply because, yeah, you know a lot, but none of that I understood, though. I didn't really understand too much of that because, you're not really speaking on my level, or you're not really relating to me and what I go through and how I get down. You're not really doing that. That's teaching somebody, not just knowing some shit. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure y'all keep that in mind if y'all ever decide to go get that type of help or that type of information, and just understand the difference in what YouTube does and what actual help does. YouTube is very, very helpful, but actual help is when somebody able to see what you doing, how you doing it, what you doing, and your mind, what you think, and they can help you with that specific thing. Now you're getting some actual help. You see what I'm saying? Or you could stick to the general help, just waiting for somebody to conjure up another video, and hopefully it kind of applies to what I'm doing. Hopefully, I'm gonna just wait and see. See, I'd rather go get some shit. I'd rather do that. That's just me and my thinking. I'd rather go get some shit. Go get some specifics that apply to me. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's get this piano underway. Let's do it, man. All right, so 50-50. If y'all following what we're doing, 50-50. 50 was making the melody. Now we're about to put the other 50 on, and we're going to try not to screw it up when we do it. We're going to try to take this next 50 and bring it to the next level. Not take that next 50% and mess up the last 50 we just did. We got a good melody. That's 50. This is our melody. We did that. This is our 50. See, we got a good match. That's only 50, dog. Now we got to go handle. Let's go handle it and make sure that the 50 is on the other 50, the presentation of the melody. Creation of the melody 50, presentation next 50. Now we're about to see if we can get the presentation going and not screw it up, not go downhill. We want to go uphill with the next 50. Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start off. I'm going to start off with an EQ, and we're going to make sure we get what we need out of that melody. Let's go. All right, the reason why I'm taking off this low end is because all that's going to do is just muddy up the rest of what I got coming in the beat. Anything else I got coming, that's going to muddy it up. Okay, now watch how I do this, man. I'm not doing this. And if you notice, I didn't do this. I didn't do this. See? I didn't do that. The reason why is because I know this is the feeling of my melody. I know that low end warmth. That's the mood of the melody. See what I'm saying? So I want to keep as much of that as possible. I just want to lower it down some. See, so this is getting rid of it. Even though you'll hear people say, yeah, these frequencies over here, you can't really hear that anyway. I don't care. I still want it there. And the reason why is because those what I understand about a stereo field, if all I'm worried about is frequency, then yeah, that makes sense. But see, what I understand about a stereo field is that's there and it makes up a certain part of it. It makes up a certain part of the stereo field. And if you understand a stereo field, one part touches the next. So even though you may not be able to hear this, it's still touching a part that you can hear. It is. Still touching a part that you can hear. It is. So you'll see people, all this low cut and low cut, every instrument, cut the low, cut the low, cut the low, cut the low. Just be careful, because unless you understand what that's doing to your stereo image, unless you understand what that's doing, there's all of the feeling in your beat going right the hell out of your beat. And it's just simply because you're somebody putting your head on a YouTube video that cut the low end, that way you're that to make room for your 808. Cut the low end, make room for your 808. Cut the low end, make room for your 808. Cut the low end, because you don't hear that anyway. No, yeah, I might not hear, but it's attached to something that I do hear. And it could mess up something that I do hear because it's not there anymore. It could do that. See what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Let's go. All right, got that out. Let's go ahead on and hit this right here. Let's hit this presence right here. The way I'm gonna find the presence. See, I kind of already know where this presence is in the piano. I kind of know. I work with this piano all the time. I know where it pops out and where it sounds really, really nice if I boost it. I know that. But I'm gonna show you guys how to determine that. And you determine it. Have y'all ever heard like what they call it when you got a multiple choice and you don't know what the answer is, so you start looking at what it's not, and then what the answer is gonna pop out to you. What they call it again? The process of elimination. That's what they call it. Process of elimination. See what I'm saying? So that's how we going. That's if you don't really know the presence of your sound, I'm gonna show you how to use the process of elimination to figure out what the presence is. Okay. Now most people that are good at this, they gonna go right to the frequency they want to boot. They're gonna go right to it. But this is just for the person that's not that good at understanding that. You're not really that good at hearing that or determining that in different sounds. Let's go. I'm gonna show you how to use the process of elimination. Check this out. Instead of boosting, we're gonna cut. We're gonna take it out. We're gonna lower it. And all we're gonna do is start over here, and we're gonna start passing that cut through the melody. And you're going to hear some very interesting things happen. Watch. Let's go. Let's bring this over here, and then we're gonna play it, and we're gonna pull it down and drag and sweep it across. Let's go. See, process of elimination. We eliminate stuff out the melody, and we seeing your ear gonna recognize what don't vibe before it recognize what do. The ear will do that. Your ear gonna pick up one, and that's the reason why our ear does that is because that's the way we hardwired as humans. We, contrary to what you believe, we are hardwired to run to badness. we just hardwired like that. See, 6 people could be on the side of the road with a flat tire, and you keep speeding on the highway. You keep going. You didn't even notice them people. Somebody was to ask you when you got home, did you notice that man on the side of the road? That nope, I didn't even see him. See, and they needed help, but you're gonna keep going on the highway. But let a car wreck happen. All of a sudden the highway slow down. We just hardwired like that to run to the bad shit first, to recognize the bad shit first, to recognize what people doing wrong before we recognize what they're doing right. To see that's just the way we hardwire. But in this particular instance, that mentality can work for you. It can work to help you. I'm not calling that a bad mentality. I'm just saying that you got to be aware of that, and that's how we are as humans. Literally, that's how we are. The whole damn traffic gonna slow down when we see a car accident. Literally, you would think that the car accident happened in our lane of traffic the way it's slowing down, but literally it happened on the other side of the highway. So how my side of the highway clogged? How that happened? See what I'm saying? But that's because people slow down to see what's bad. But yet somebody need help on the road, you're gonna keep paying. You literally can't even tell me how many people needed help on the side of the road. But you can't tell me about that big ass car accident that was on that when you get home though. You gonna tell me about that though. See what I'm saying? And that's just how we are as humans. That's just, but we're gonna use that same exact mentality to work for us right now. That's what this process of elimination is. Our ear gonna recognize something stupid that happened to the melody first. See this right here? This right here, I'm trying to recognize what's good about it. But this right here, I'm gonna recognize when, oh no, that ain't it. No, I definitely need that. See, we eliminating all that stuff that we do need, and then what we need, what we actually need, gonna pop out. It's gonna pop out to us. So I'm gonna show y'all what I mean. Check it out. Check it out, look. See, I could still hear my piano. Everything good. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Still nice. Still nice. Still nice. See? See? Okay, now I'm listening to that. Well, wait a minute. Hold up. That don't sound like a piano no more. See what I'm saying? I'm listening to that. That don't sound like a piano no more. This do. All this still sound like a piano. All that still sound like a piano. All of it do. Still does. Still does. Still does. See? Now all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, what is that? What is that? What is that? That don't sound like a piano. There's my frequency right there. There it is. That means that I just took out the presence of my piano. I just took it out. Because it literally mangled my piano to shit just now. I just gave myself the presence right there. There it is. So all we got to do is just boost that. Now we just figured out the presence of our instrument. What we need to bring out about it. That way that always sits nice in the beat. When other sounds hit it, when that presence is always there of the piano. We got exactly what we need out of piano. Now we're going to raise that up. Does that make sense to y'all? Y'all following that? Does that make sense? Or am I losing something? Am I losing y'all? See, look. Look at all of that beauty about my piano. I just look. And I found it simply by the process of elimination. All of that beauty, I'm about to bring it into my piano. Look at that. Look. I just gave myself that free. So I know what to boost now. There it is. I know what to boost. Look at that. Let's take that boost out and see what we did. Look, always A-B. Don't just assume that what you did, that's it. You see plugins got A-B comparison for a reason. For all of you guys that don't know what that is, A-B means to A-B something means that I'm going to take off what I did and I'm going to listen to it. Then I'm going to bring what I did back into it. If you can do that to effects, turn your effects off, then put them back on. See what you did. Don't just assume because you did something, that's it. Oh, yeah, that worked. No. Let me take it off and just see what I did. So let's take that off. Let's take this EQ off. Boom. And just listen to it. Now we're going to put it back on. This is with the EQ. Without. See? Dull. Very dull. With. Without. With. See how that presence just pop out? And we figure that out with the process of elimination. Again, that's the training wheels way of doing it. That way, until you get good enough to where you know sound and you understand to where you can go right to it. Me, I can kind of go right to them sounds and know what a presence is. The reason why I'm showing y'all that in this fashion is because you're going to go watch people on YouTube that's going to do that. They're going to do that and they don't really understand that you really can't do that. You can't hear that just yet. They just assuming on a video that you can't. You can hear what they hear. But none of our ears work the same like that. So some people out that's going to be watching that can't hear that, what that person just did. You cannot hear that. So how can you determine where to go, in your instrument, how can you determine to go where he just went? When you're dealing with a different instrument, how can you determine that? If you couldn't even hear when he did that to begin with, or what he did to begin, you couldn't even pick that out. What he did. See what I'm saying? That's what I mean. But if you if you implement this training wheels way of doing it, you can kind of always get close, very close in the ballpark of the presence of your instrument. Just dip it out and sweep that thing across, and literally you're gonna hear, okay, wait a minute, that don't sound like my instrument no more. I just mangled it, just not. Bam, there's your presence. There it goes. Lift that thing up and watch what it does. Okay, we got the presence of our instrument. Okay, we're gonna take care of this, then we're gonna end this video. Let's go. Boom. Let's do it. Okay, now that we got the presence, that presence, what that presence did is when we made this melody, if y'all remember, we took down the randomize. We randomized the velocity. So that means some of this piano is hitting hard, some of it hitting soft, some of it is hitting spike, some of it hitting soft. When that spiking happens, that means that my instrument is peaking in certain parts. So that means it's getting louder in certain parts. I still want that type of feel. That's why I randomize the velocities. So certain parts can be soft, certain parts can be loud. The only thing is I want to control that. Right now, when I did that, they doing whatever they want to do. Some soft, some loud, and they just doing whatever they want to do. But I want to bring them closer together. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to show y'all what it does. Let me show y'all what it does. Check it out. And we're going to literally get to see it. Okay? This is, like I said, this is the reason why I saved this part of the video for last. Okay, so this piano right here that I got, this is the MIDI of that piano. The MIDI. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this track right here. I'm going to flatten it. I'm going to go to freeze. I'm going to freeze the track. So that means it's going to freeze the VST, freeze all our effects on it. It's going to do that. But Ableton has this feature the way you can now take that and bring it to another track, and it's going to turn it into audio if you freeze a track like this. Okay. So I'm gonna put another audio track below that, and then I'm gonna take this clip right here, this frozen clip, and I'm gonna hold Alt and drag it down. See, it took my and turned it into audio. There it is. You know what I'm saying? So now we get to see what's happening with the audio. Okay, so check this out. See these peaks right here? All them peaks right there. All them peaks that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Look how soft all this is. See these soft hits right here? Let me zoom in a little bit more. Matter of fact, let me take this and let me do this. Bam. There y'all go. See how soft these are? This is a peak right here. These are all loud peaks, very, very soft. See, so that's my velocities happening. It's my velocities. Okay. Now, in the audio, when you're visually looking at this, that don't look like a lot. It don't look like a lot. Yeah, it's hitting loud right here and it's hitting soft right. But in the audio world, the numbers world, that's a big ass difference in my audio. That's a huge difference. The numbers, the calculation, that's a huge ass difference right there. You know what I'm saying? The frequency range and the spectrum of what it's doing, that's a huge difference. But to the eye, to the amateur eye, you look at that, yeah, that's cool. That don't look, but that is a huge difference. Is it gonna make that much of a difference? No. Can I do better? Absolutely. So we're gonna try and do better. So okay, so let's do it. It froze the effects on that, so we got all our effects on there as well. Okay, so now we're gonna go here to this audio clip. Now we're gonna put a compressor on it. Let's do that. We're gonna put a compressor on it because it froze our EQ on that. The EQ that we did in the actual MIDI, when we EQ'd it, it froze all of that on this audio. So that's baked into the audio right now. So we good with that. Now our next plugin gonna be a compressor. Let's go do that. Let's grab this. Let's grab the effect compressor. Let's do that. Okay. And then we're gonna get some gain reduction going on to catch those peaks. All right. See, instantly when that hit, you seen the needle move. Instantly when that first sound hit, look. Now watch when it hit them smaller sounds right here. Them smaller sounds right here. You're not gonna really see that needle move too tough. See, it's not even moving at all. But see, if I hit that beginning part, that beginning piece when the melody starts, watch that needle jump. Watch. See, boom. So that means I got a lot of differentiation in my audio. Damn, did I say that right? Differentiation in my audio. I do. in this piano track I just made. But it's because I wanted them velocities changed and all that beautiful way the velocities change, and some hit soft, some hit on. Our job is just to bring that a little closer together. Just a little closer together. All right, let's do it. All right, let's check it. We did it a little bit. I don't want to do it too much because I want to kind of gradually ease into this. We kind of twerked our compressor settings. Let's leave that compressor open. That way we can see. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how we're gonna check that. This is how we're gonna check it. Just for all of you guys, that way you can see what we're doing to the audio. And you'll know when you see people doing this in their videos, you'll know what they're doing whenever they do that. We actually gonna see it. Let's take this with this compressor on. We're gonna give ourselves another audio track at the bottom of that. Another audio track, okay, the pink track. And what we're gonna do with that pink track is we're gonna record this with this compressor. We're gonna record it onto that track. All right, so let's hit this. Boom. Resample. That means I can resample this melody right here back on this track right here. I can with my effect with this compressor on. So let's do that. Let's hit record. Boom, and then we're gonna hit the master record up here. Let's go. All right, look at that. Look at that. Look at the file. If you notice, we brought the quiet sounds up. See how this is a bit more loud? See? We brought the quiet sounds up. And if you look at the peaks, these peaks right here, we rounded them off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The audio got louder, so it's more audio, but we rounded the peaks off a little bit because that compressor is hit. Okay, and I just did it slightly because like I said, I want to gradually go into that. Okay, so let's take this off. Let's take this off. Let's delete this one again, and we're gonna work with our compressor some more. Let's do it. Now what I did is I set the attack. I set the attack to catch them peaks really, really fast. So sooner I didn't touch the attack before. Like I said, I wanted to ease into this to show y'all. This is not a compression video. This is just to show y'all what happens when you're presenting your piano in a certain fashion. When you take the time out to do that. When you see people do this type of shit. Okay. So I just set the attack and the release of the compressor. Okay, if y'all want to know how to do that type of stuff, get at me. Get at me, and that'll be a whole different type of deal. You know what I'm saying? To understand how to work a compressor and how to get the sound you want from it, and the different types of compression that you can have, the different and what they fuck. All the different effect compressor, opto compressor, all them different type. They're four different. You can use them for whatever you want, but they work very, very good on certain things. And if you know that type of stuff, you can kind of use it to your advantage. The different compressors, you can use them to your advantage when you need them. Okay, so let's go ahead on and do it. Let's go. Okay, so we set the attack, we set the release, boom, we got that, and then we dialed in a few more settings with the input and output. Okay. So let's see if we took more than peaks down. Let's go on and record the audio through here. Let's do it. We're going to record it. Let's go. Look at what just happened. Check out what just happened. Let's zoom into the audio and see what just happened. Look at our peaks. Look, bam. Look. See how that's closer together now? Do y'all see that? See this further apart. This closer together. The peaks of what's happening. See, these came up. These are no longer small. These came up. You see what I'm saying? And these are rounded a little bit more. The peaks are rounded a little bit more. Now you got a little bit, the compressor brings them a bit closer together now. See what I'm saying? Now you got a bit more of an evenness between your sound. And the thing about it is that's very subtle. That's very subtle. But that is the subtle things, that's what do it. Not drastic things you do. It's the subtle things that do it. This is very, very subtle. But what that's going to keep from happening is when my melody hits in a certain spot, like when this peak hits right here, and I got other sounds playing with it, it doesn't join them other sounds, and now I got a wonky sound that's happening whenever that peak join another sound. If I was to put a guitar in there, what if the guitar hit when that peak hit, and it's a guitar hit that hit when that hit? Both of them sounds gonna hit at the same time at that peak right there. Now I got this wonky thing that's happening with my guitar and my piano. This is the little subtle things like this is gonna kind of calm that down and make sure stuff like that doesn't happen in your melodies. Or it's gonna make it easy for you. It's gonna make it a bit easier for you when you're dealing with your melodies. See what I'm saying? So and this stuff right here, bringing the sounds up. See right here, low, we brought it up. Bringing stuff like that up, pushing the peaks down and bringing the louder sounds up. I mean the lower sounds up. What this is gonna do is when let's say for that same example, you got a guitar that's playing over this. This is gonna make sure that this is still heard. See what I'm saying? It's still heard. You didn't lose that part just because it's so low like this. You didn't lose that part. Now something just went all over and all you hear is just when the piano pick up right here. Stuff like this is gonna make sure that's still heard. That's still present in the mix. When your whatever sound hit that, it's playing over that. So it's those subtle things that make it matter. And I wanted to take the time out to show y'all what this does and how slight it is, because somebody would look at that and be like, nah. But if you understand the reason for it, you start to understand the importance of it. Whenever you're making melodies, how to get your melodies to stand out a little bit better whenever you got multiple sounds tracking at the same time. It's little subtle things like this that happen, and the more you do this in your music production, that's the more them subtle things. One subtle thing, two subtle things, three subtle things, four subtle things, five subtle things. Drop in the chat. What do all of them little small things end up equaling up to? If you got one subtle thing happening, another little subtle thing happening, three subtle things happening, four little subtle things happening, five little subtle things happening, what does that all equal up to when you're dealing with something? A bunch of small things equal up to one. Equal up to what? I almost gave y'all the answer. I just almost said it. If you have a bunch of small things that's happening, small, boom, 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 small here. A bunch of small things equal to one big thing happening. That's how it works. It equals to one big thing happening. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get confused that I need that one big thing to happen. I need that to happen. Not understanding it's gonna be a series of small things that happen. It's gonna be a series of small things that happen to get that one big thing I need. See what I'm saying? Sometimes I can't do it all with one EQ. I gotta do a little bit with one EQ, then put another one on it and do the rest with that. See, I did a little bit with one, a little bit with this one. That gave me that thing that I needed. See what I'm saying? So when you're doing that in your music production, small, simple things like this, and you're making a difference like that, You're going to start to notice that your sounds become more present. You know, you have more feeling to your mix, to your beats. You have more of a groove to them. It's because you're looking at, you're not trying to accomplish big things in it. I'm just trying to accomplish these little small subtle things as I move in it. Because if I do all of them little small subtle things, that's going to equal up into one big thing happening at the end. And you're going to see what that does for your music. You're going to literally see what it does. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think we good. I think we good. So we're gonna use this track right here, the pink track. That's gonna become our new track. So I could delete this one, and I'm gonna keep this melody up here, the MIDI, which I froze. I'm gonna keep that one just muted. That way it doesn't play. Boom. Now we got our new piano track inside with the compressor on it. We got that new one playing with our melody. Let's see what's up. Here we go. See how you can hear them quiet parts? See? It's almost like maybe I shouldn't have got rid of it that quick. Let me bring it back. Let me bring our other piano back. Okay, let's play it with that one. Let's play it with that one and see if we can hit a subtle difference. Okay, we're gonna play all our sounds with that piano. So let's mute the pink one. Now this one is playing the blue track. That's the one before our compressor, before we did the compression. Let's play it. Wait, hold up. I'm missing something. Let's leave it. Let's mute that one. All right, let's go. This is before the compression on the blue track right here. See? Wait, hold up. Let me take the compressor. My bad. I gotta take the compressor off. This is without the compressor. That's without the compressor. Listen to it. See, you can still hear my melody, but in the parts that get soft, it's almost like it get lost in the track. It get lost in the vocal. It get lost in the ambience. See? See? This is the other track playing now. Let's mute that one and play the pink one. This is our compressed track now, with the effect on that. Let's go. Check it out. Look. It's almost like no matter what play in the melody, no matter what plays, I can hear the melody. I can hear it. No matter what plays over it, no matter what's soft, no matter what's loud, I can hear the melody at all times. I can hear it. And it's not overpowering, where I can overly hear it, but it's always present at all times. That's what them small things do with that EQ, finding the presence and bringing it out. Once you bring it out, make sure you control it with a compressor. That's what all of that does, okay? We still got one more step. Let's go. Boom. Let's put the reverb on it. This is going to bring it into that spacious realm to where all of the sounds glue now. See, reverb not only pushes things to the back, but also reverb will make sounds glue together. It will make that sound like this sound over here. See what I'm saying? Because even though you got a lead over here and you got a guitar over here, that's two different sounds. But once I put the reverb on it, see, nothing was similar about them sounds before, a lead and a guitar. As soon as I put the reverb on it, see, I just gave them a similarity. This one got that reverb, got that space, and this one got that space. See, so the reverb kind of brings sounds closer together. It fills in the hole, the gap between sounds. That's what reverb does. So that's why you see a lot of producers, every time they pull up a sound, they put a little reverb on. Every time they pull up a sound. I know we make jokes about it that damn, you know, when you're making hip hop, all you got to do is just reverb every sound. That's all you got to do. We make a joke about it, but without the joke, seriously speaking, that's why you see us do that. Or that's why you see producers do that. Every time they pull up, they put a little bit of reverb on. Then they pull up another sound, let me put a little bit of reverb on now. What they doing is, even though these sounds different, they're putting something similar about the sounds. See what I'm saying? If this one got reverb and that one got reverb, even though they're different sounds, I just made them have something in common just now. I just did. They both got something in common now. So it brings them closer together. See what I'm saying? So that's what we doing with this piano. We're gonna put a little bit of reverb on it because we're gonna bring it closer to the. See, the vocal got a lot of space and got a lot of space ambient. So does that pad sound we made, got a lot of space. We're gonna put this piano in that spacious room to kind of sound like the rest of the instruments, even though it's a totally different instrument. It's gonna start sounding like the rest of it. Let's go. See? Very spacious. Let's go. Very spacious. This is without the reverb. Let's A-B it. This is without the reverb. That's without the reverb. See? Subtle. Very subtle. Check it out. With the reverb. Then, without the reverb. Dry. So now we actually got the sound. We did some very, very small but key things when it comes down to making your melodies. We did some very, very small but key things. You know, now a lot of you guys may know these things that I just showed you, but a lot of people won't. They new coming in and they won't know that type of stuff yet until they watch the video, or until they see this type of stuff. So all of y'all that's watching right now, do me a favor and do those new people a favor. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you drop a comment on the video. That all of that's gonna help to put the video in the eyes of the new people so they can see that. Even if you already know it, the new people that's coming into music production, this gonna help them out. It's gonna get them going very, very quick. So make sure y'all take the time out to do that. I would appreciate it. Not just for myself, not just for me, but do it for the people that's actually new to this, that's gonna be watching this. Y'all want them to catch this info as quick as possible, and you can help that happen by putting the video in the eyes up very quickly. So make sure y'all do that. Okay, so with this, what we're gonna just kind of recap. With this, what we did is we pulled the sound closer to the rest of our sounds. We made a good piano melody. Boom. Very, very vibey piano melody. We made that. Okay, that's 50%. Just doing this, getting our melody to vibe and getting all of the notes to go into each other, you know, making sure we have a nice little vibe with the melody, create. Okay, once we did that, now we created the backing sound. Okay, that backing sound, which is our pad sound. The way we chose that is by understanding what a backing sound is. A backing sound is going to provide some type of mood or ambience to your track. You know, and we also went over how to grab a sound and make it fit as the backing sound with the effects you use, and also the way you EQ it and put it in the track. See what I'm saying? To make it fit that backing sound. Remember, one of those key points is don't listen to what you're actually doing to that sound. Listen to the melody you're matching it to. We're matching that backing sound to this melody. Listen to the empty spaces in the melody. Listen for that. And when you hear that empty space, you're supposed to hear your backing sound come in and fill that in. Not overpower the melody, not take it over, not even match the melody. Not even match it. You're just supposed to hear it come in and fill in them gaps. What I mean by gaps is when a sound hits. See, this is a chord right here at the beginning that hits on the 1. There's no other notes that's hit. None. No other notes that, so all of this is empty space after this hit. See, all of that's empty space until this note hits again. You're gonna hear your backing melody fill this in. And it's gonna be underneath this sound. Not the same level with it, not the same intensity that the sound had. It's not gonna, if you do the effect part right. Or if you get the effect part really, really well. Putting the effects and EQ and how you want that sound to fill in whatever you got going on. That's your backing sound, okay? And it also gives your sound some type of mood, some type of ambience in the background that's happening, not just a melody and then something else, okay? And then we went back to the piano melody and we added our effects to that to pull our sound, our first piano melody, closer to the rest of our melodies. We pulled it closer. We did that with the compression. We did that with the EQing. We did that with the reverb. All of that pulled our sound close to that main melody that we made at the first. You know what I'm saying? And now you can got it. Now, not just with that, when you listen to the whole entire melody, you start to get a good idea of the small things. Remember, this was not anything huge and big. That's not what this was for. There are some huge things you can get into. Like I said, if y'all want to lock in with me, then do that. My help sessions are always available, and I can show you some bigger things that happen with it. But these are very small, subtle things. And enough of these small, subtle things will equal to those bigger things. Enough of them. You take care with your sound like that and understand what you're doing with it. Just very, very simple stuff to do. See, and I got all of this stuff from doing it on hardware gear a lot. Back in the, when I was learning and I was being taught. I would do it on hardware gear a lot, and I would hear all of that stuff being bought up as I learned how to mix. As they would teach me how to mix, I would hear all that stuff, presence and backing up stuff, and how to smooth out peaks, and how to round certain parts off of your mix, how to bring sounds closer together. But I would hear all of that, and I was learning all of that. So when I started producing music, when I added that to what I do now, not just engineering. When I started doing that, I bought all of that stuff into music production to be able to deal with my melodies very, very well. See what I'm saying? Now I'm not mixing a beat while I'm making it. I'm not doing that. I just take the time to prep my sounds very well. That way, when all of this when I make the whole beat and everything is ready to come out of the DAW and go into Reaper for mixing, go into my DAW for mixing and getting the beat ready and all of that. When I do, I'm not doing too much of nothing to that mix, bro. I'm not doing too much of nothing to that mix. And the reason why is because I got so much of a beautiful tone by doing the small things as I was producing the track. I didn't do no big shit here, bro. Like, that was no big, huge thing. I didn't get into Einstein, go and do all that to my melodies. And no, it's just, like I said, I can't stress that enough. Some very, very slight, subtle things that you do. And if you do enough of them to your melodies, all them subtle things on this melody, that subtle thing you did to that melody, that subtle thing you did to this melody, that subtle thing that you did to that melody, all them little subtle things going to equal up into one big thing. And you'll see what that does for your music production. You literally going to sit back, press play at the end of your stuff, and you're going to be amazed at not only the quality of what you did, but you're going to be amazed at what you was able to accomplish with all of them things that you did to it. I'm serious. And you can if you want to check it, go listen to your beats that you didn't do none of that on. You just kind of made it and just did what you normally do to it. Go listen to that, and then go listen to the one that you actually did that on. You're gonna see exactly what I mean by how them little subtle things start to become the difference between a good sound and one that's not so good. So hopefully y'all got something from this, man. I'm gonna end this video right here. Thank y'all for tuning in, for keeping me company. Not too many. I saw a lot of people tuned in, but not too many people said shit. I don't know how that works, but but the people that did interact in the chat, man, thank y'all for the encouragement. I appreciate it. If y'all got anything from this, I appreciate y'all saying so in the chat. Thank y'all. It lets me know that I didn't do this for no reason. It lets me know that. I appreciate that. You know, and sometimes we get caught up in the info that we forget to give the encouragement, man. We forget to do that, bro. Like literally, somebody just gave us a shitload and we are so caught up in taking it that we forget to give a little bit. We forget to do that, bro. So for those of y'all that remember that did that, you know, and encouraged it, I appreciate y'all doing that. For those of y'all that just took the game, y'all just took the game, you know, that's cool if that's what you want to do. But, you know, next time if somebody do something like this, make sure you encourage them while they doing it. Make sure you do that. And that don't cost you nothing to do, to drop a message in the chat while they doing it. It don't cost you nothing to do that. Not a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So for those of y'all that did that and kept me company while I was giving y'all this information that I didn't have to do, I just did it. For all of y'all that kept me company doing that, for all of y'all that encouraged it, for all of y'all that, I appreciate that, man. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all for that. I really, really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all, man. All right. I'm going to get out of here, man. This is the melody we made. Like I said, I'm going to try and do more of these, you know, more of these small things like this. If you guys want that, you know, like I said, the encouragement lets me know that y'all want to see stuff like this. When I don't see that encouragement, it gives me the idea that, no, y'all don't want to see this. Nobody wants to even bother with this. You know, they don't want none of it. We don't really care about none of that shit you just said. You see what I'm saying? That's the idea you give people whenever you don't say shit. You know, I just don't say nothing. I literally took this in for 30 minutes. I was here and didn't say shit. You know, that's the idea you get. That we don't want to see none of this shit. We don't want to see it. So if you guys want more of this, if you do, then make that known. And I promise you, I'll put little segments like this together to where I dive deeper. You know, I'm not gonna make no beat on nothing. I'm gonna just dive deep into it. Like I'll make a video to where I got the drums pulled up. And I'll show you some things about that. There's some small, subtle things you can do to your drums. You know, I'll make some drum patterns and show you why certain things are in certain places. You know, when it comes down to your percussion sounds and your hi-hat patterns and all of that, I'll make some little segments like that, you know, because so many people ask me about that in my music. They do. You know, they pull up on my sessions and ask me about that. So I'll make a few things just to show you guys, if you guys want that, if you do. If I see that encouragement and I see that, and I'll do it. I'm serious. I'll do it. Absolutely. I'll take the time out like this to make it. Do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's up to y'all, man. But for all of y'all that did do that, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad y'all got something from it. If you did not get anything from it, then don't worry. Don't worry. Keep tuning in. Keep paying attention. I'm more than sure I'll get to something that does tickle your fancy. I'll get that. I will. See what I'm saying? Sooner or later, you're gonna see something from it that does apply to whatever it is you're doing. See what I'm saying? But I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. I kept the screen small like this, and y'all was seeing me for the first half of the video, and it's because I forgot that I actually made this screen right here. I did that. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? So don't hold me on that. But at the end of the tutorial, I kind of was able to I remembered I could go to this big screen right here. So I'm gonna just try and keep that in mind to where y'all can, y'all can see more of what I'm doing and all of that whenever I do this type of thing. That message that y'all see at the bottom is the beat battle that's happening live on Twitch. That's already set. The date has been set on that. All the ticket, it is sold out. Literally, you guys are about to get a show on live on Twitch, man. It's gonna go down and it's gonna be a cash prize for that thing. And you're about to see some amazing producers go at it, man. So that's gonna be held live on Twitch. The date for that is October 17th, which is Thursday coming. The Thursday coming up next week. That Thursday. It's gonna be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch, bro. So y'all pull up, go follow my Twitch right now if y'all haven't. My name is the same everywhere. Go create a Twitch account, follow my Twitch. That way you could check out these guys go at it, man. This is beat battle number 42. We literally 42 beat battles in. Our champion right now is a producer named Desi. You know, he's been on my stream a few times. He's part of my SFG. He took down the crown on beat battle 41. He did. And a bunch of these guys that wanted that, yeah, they coming for him, you know. But Desi is real good. He's really good, man. I must say he's really good. We got a record that we did on the SFG page. Me and him collabed on a record, and yeah, it's on the SFG page on IG, the Stank Face Gang page. So if y'all go there, y'all gonna see it. And me and him collabed on that, bro. And that thing came out beautiful, man. Beautiful. It sold as well. That's why I put anything I put up there is for the people that sell. They when we collab or do something, it's actually sold. It's purchased out there or it's placed or whatever. I'll put that up there. So y'all gonna see a few of them guys that got their beat sold, you know. Somebody somewhere picked their beat up and bought it. So, but he and I did that. You know, and yeah, amazing track, man. So shout out to Desi. He hold that beat battle crown right now, and he pulling up Thursday with some more action, and these guys gonna go at him and try and take that thing from it, man. So if y'all want to see that, it's a very, even though it's competition, it's very, very respectful competition. The way these guys help each other out, the way they encourage each other, it's amazing to see in the beat battles, bro. Like it don't even look like no battle, dog. It just look like we playing beats and everybody just vibing off everybody's shit. That's literally what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? But it is a competition. It is a prize at the end of that to see who can do it. So y'all pull up for that if y'all want, man. Again, that's gonna be on Twitch. Y'all come check us out. It's going down October 17th. I think I'm gonna have one more live stream before that on Twitch. I think we're gonna do that. We had a sample flip, or no, we had a mixing challenge just a little while ago. I think that was last Thursday. And then we had a sample flip challenge before that, I think, on Twitch. I think it was a sample flip challenge. So you may have another stream before the beat battle. I think I'm hoping Tuesday we can have another stream on Twitch. You know, y'all can join in for that. And then yeah, it's gonna be Thursday the beat battle, man. So y'all pull up for that. It's gonna be amazing. I left my link for my drum kit as well. It's amazing how all of you keep asking me about my drums, man. Like that's a damn shame, bro. Y'all better be new. You know, asking me about my drums, man. I keep getting them out. I keep getting them DMs on Instagram. I keep getting, you know, and it's starting to perturb me that y'all been checking me out for a while and y'all don't know I got my own drum kit. Just like that's starting to, you know, that's starting to kind of, you know, that y'all been watching me for this long and y'all don't know I got my own drum kit. You know, I know I don't put my shit on every video, just you know, promoting some shit every. I don't do that, but at the same time, you know, that drum kit is well known, man. It's very, very well known. Going over 2,300 downloads, bro. That drum kit, man. So shout out to y'all for making that our highest selling drum kit. Drum kit is very, very well known. It's called a CEREBRAL Drum Kit. That's what I use, you know, in pretty much 90% of my beats, my trap beats, hip hop beats. That's what I'm using. So if y'all want that kit is available on my website with all of my custom drum sound. It is literally all and custom. Oh, they're not recycled sound. They are my custom sounds. Absolutely. 100%. I made them. It was a few of these guys on Discord know that. Like I made a few of them with my synthesizers. I would do that when I was on Discord. Making the sounds, I would pull up my live and show them, you know, me making the sounds in the synthesizer. A few of the percussion sounds, you know. So the kit took a little while when you do it like that, but I just want y'all to have a quality shit. I don't care how long it takes, just as long as y'all, when y'all get it, y'all know them thing, you know, them sounds hit hard, they nice, they good, and y'all can put them in y'all beats. Get something done. So if y'all want that kit, I left that link in the chat. It's the pinned message in the chat up at the top, and I'll also put the link in the video in this video description. Y'all should see my sound kit store. It's up there. It's called a CEREBRAL Drum Kit. Go grab that, man. Rock with them sounds. Tell me what y'all think, and create some fire with it, and do what everybody else do, man. Y'all make sure y'all tag me on IG. Follow me on IG at the Drink Kang, and if y'all make beats with it, tag me in it. And I'm gonna check out what y'all doing. Make sure I show y'all some love. I'm gonna do that, man. I do that to everybody who tag me in their shit, bro. Everybody. So make sure y'all do that. Follow me on IG. That way I could tag y'all. You know, I could show y'all some love if y'all tag me or something. All right. Thank y'all so much, man. I love all you guys, bro. Thank y'all for allowing me to take up y'all time, man. Y'all most valuable asset, y'all time. I appreciate that. Y'all could have been doing anything else, sleeping, getting somewhere, doing whatever else, but y'all kind of rock with me for a little while. Thank y'all so much for that, man. Y'all don't know how much that means. Thank y'all for supporting everything that I do. Thank y'all for checking out the videos. Thank y'all for commenting on the videos, you know, for giving me that encouragement to keep them coming. You know I haven't been doing that in a while, but that's all for a purpose, you know, because of this what I'm doing. You know, learning a new software, you know, getting familiar with it, all of that stuff. So pretty soon I'm gonna do the same thing. You know, I'm gonna show y'all some stuff that I'm doing in it, and it's gonna be able to apply. Not only will it apply to Ableton, but it'll apply to all of y'all music, no matter what you use. And even if you're still in the NPC, you know, y'all know me for working with the NPC a lot. But even if it'll still apply. I can promise you that. See what I'm saying? So don't get scared just because y'all see a new software and y'all ain't saw me turn on this MP in a while. Y'all ain't saw me get down with the MP in a minute. But just know that I'm gonna still bring y'all some helpful information that's gonna apply anyway. Same thing I did with the NPC. You know, a bunch of people watching my videos that's not even NPC users. They're not, but they still get something from the video. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do the same thing, man. But you know, I'm gonna take a little time from that, little breather from that, and you know, it's also good to it's almost like I had to do that, you know, and I'm glad that I did it now. I had to do that. And just real quick, I'm gonna give y'all an idea why. And I made a video on this. I just haven't released it yet, but I made a video just explaining to y'all that sometimes when we do this type of stuff, when you get into the making the videos and stuff like that, you know, you start getting into, you start to personally attach yourself to it. And what I mean by that is, this is no different than beat making in that aspect. When you make beats as a producer, it's almost like them beats become your little babies, you know, your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you created them. It came out of your head. You created it. They become, you know, so you start treat. You have a certain attachment to them. See what I'm saying? Now, although that's a good attachment that you had, when you start doing stuff like this, you start to develop the personalization of it, and you kind of start to lose the idea of why you started in the first place. And it happens without you knowing. You know, I'm not the most perfect person in the world, so it happened without me not even knowing. Like, you start to develop a personal attachment. And what I mean by personal attachment is, I started to tell myself, oh, you know, well, you know, this video right here that I made, that I put out, didn't do as well as this video right here. You know, it didn't do as well, so maybe they didn't want to see that, or you know, this video right here didn't do what this video did, so maybe they didn't want to see that. You know, that's me getting personally attaching myself to something, thinking that, okay, I didn't do this well enough for everybody to take to this, you know. But, and I started to I kind of started to contradict myself. And what I mean by contradict myself is, when I first started the YouTube channel, that was one of the first things I told y'all. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. Whether you like it or not, that's up to you. I'm just here to provide helpful information. Whether you find it helpful or not, that is your decision, not mine. See, y'all literally heard me out of the gate saying, if you go watch my older videos, I don't, you know, that's not why I'm here. I'm just here to bring helpful information. You know, not to please people in what they know. I'm not here for that. Just helpful information, whatever I feel is necessary for people to know and people to get benefit from. I'm gonna bring that to the channel. So you see what I'm saying? So I lost sight of that, and I started to make it personal. Like, maybe they didn't vibe this too well. Maybe they didn't vibe that too well. Maybe they didn't vibe that too well. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me attaching myself personally to it, and not understanding that you need to keep that same mentality, that this is helpful information, regardless of if these people liked it or not, or wanted to see it. Somebody did. Somebody out there did. And as long as you reach that one person, you did your goal with that video. You did it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I started making. And I think that's why my channel progressed so quickly, because that's how I approached this whole thing. Okay, so I kind of lost sight of that. So it was good for me to take a breather from that and just kind of refocus and understand why I started this to begin with. Why I started this journey and just showing you guys shit to begin with. It was good for me to refocus that. I got a video, you know, it's gonna I kind of gave y'all the video just now, but I got a video that's gonna kind of say all of that. You know, it's gonna kind of tell you all of that. Just get y'all to understand. You know, that way y'all can kind of understand that the people that make content or make, you know, videos or make whatever, tutorials or whatever, you know, that's a lot to keep doing that. It's a lot. And the reason why is because you become a victim of your own success, meaning that when you start doing well and people are learning and understanding things, and you know, they start watching your stuff, and they, you know, you become this source of information, dude. And that's good. That's amazing. That's why you start to begin with, because you want to inform people on whatever they need help with. But at the same time, in becoming that source of information, like I said, you will get a personal attachment to it. And you always have to keep you being that source of information in the forefront. Not my personal attachment to the stuff, what I'm doing. Because I created it, and I did it. You do that when you create something. Almost like it becomes your child, your baby. You create a personal attachment to it. But that's not why I started this channel. For me to get personally attached to my stuff. It's so you guys were the #1 focus. That's it. On my word, you guys were the #1 focus. I just noticed that it was a lot of people that not only was asking me stuff, but I just noticed it's a lot of people that didn't know some things. When I would get a chance to link up with them, or when I would be on the side of them producing, or when they just didn't know a few things. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it would be good for me to kind of bring this stuff to on a public platform, just so anybody out there, whether you knew, whether you've been doing this for a while, you could get something, and you could possibly, you know, bring it to your music. I was just noticing, you know, like people didn't know a few things. And it wasn't like they were stupid or nothing. It's just that, you know, I started noticing just because a lot of people just don't think about certain things. They just don't. They're concerned with something else in their music production. They didn't think about this. So that helped me to understand that, you know, it doesn't make people better than you because they know shit. It just makes them different than you. And if you always keep that in mind, that that person is different than me, then you should have in your mind that I want to go get that different stuff from that person. Because that's the same thing I would do to my melody if I was making it in my music production. I would put something different on it. Not better than the last thing that I did. I just want to put something different on it to add to it. So your mindset is no different. It's the same exact thing. You know, you add different things to your mindset. Stop looking at it as somebody is better. They're better because they have this or that. No, they're different than me. They're very different in how they think and how they move with what they do. So let me go get some of that different shit. That's like me putting another melody on top of my melody, a different melody on top of my melody to make it better. Let me go get some of that different shit to put on top of my shit. Let me go get that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started this YouTube channel. It wasn't to show people that I know some shit and you don't. Or let me show y'all how much I know about this. Or let me become the master at this. I want to be considered a master at this. That's not why I started the YouTube channel. Why I started the YouTube channel is just because I'm different than a lot of y'all out there. I'm different. And hopefully some of y'all gonna see that and y'all gonna realize, hey man, I could get something from this different shit he doing. It's not that he better than me, he's just different the way he do some shit. I could get something from this different shit he doing. That's why I started this. So in a nutshell, I'm glad that I took a step back. You know, I needed that break, kind of just chilling from that, you know, but, you know, and it also allowed me to jump into something new, taking a new type of deal, you know, the Ableton software, take that in. You know, as I said before, this is not my first rodeo with Ableton. I used Ableton a long time ago, for quite a while. For I think about 3 years I used it, you know, a long time ago. So I'm kind of familiar with it, but I just haven't used it in so long. So it's all kind of coming back, you know, a few things coming back, and also learning this new stuff that they've done with it over the years of when I haven't used it. They have done a whole bunch of new stuff to this thing, learning what they did and the reasons why they did it. Yeah, it's actually amazing to see why they bring in stuff to Ableton and why it's amazing, you know, to see that they making the moves and doing that versus what I knew about it back in the day when I was using, like when it was like Ableton 8 or 9 or some shit. Now they on 12 and they going ham with what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them for doing that, man. And, you know, I didn't switch because I thought it was better. That's not why y'all see me working in Ableton. You know, I'm not even gonna say I switched. Y'all still see the bad boy sitting right here. Y'all still see it. See? Right here, it's gonna always be to my left. Like Michael and Jermaine, you know, when Jermaine was leaving the group and Michael told him, man, how I'ma look to my left and you're not there? Like, how I'ma do that? You can't leave, bro. I always look to my left and you there. You know, Michael Jackson and Jermaine J, like, bro, you know, when he was a kid, he was like, you can't leave a group, man. Like, I'm gonna look to my left here. It's like this right here. I'm gonna look to my left and this machine not here, dog. I'm gonna do that. It gotta be here. So it's not that I switch. It's just that, you know, new things bring new creativity. Just understand that about your music production. No different than going to get a new VST. No different than going to get a new sample pack. No different than going to get a new DAW will bring new creativity. We'll do that 100%. Learning something new is going to expand your mind. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So don't hesitate to tap dance on a few things out there. Go get some trial periods of some stuff. You know, some different softwares. You know, I think Studio One got 7. You know, Studio One got 7. What's up, Flow Gun? Appreciate you being here, man. A Flower Gun. What's up, man? Yeah, Studio One got 7 that just dropped. They got some new shit in Studio One 7. That's the rage now. They switched up a whole bunch of stuff. You know, one of their biggest updates. You know, the MPC got, you know, 3.0. Y'all all done seen that, you know, like, so a lot of companies doing some different stuff, man. So just, you know, try some shit out. You ain't got necessarily, you don't have to necessarily switch. Just try some shit out. Try some stuff out. And just see what happens. You know, doesn't mean just because I'm doing this over here, I gotta leave this alone. No. I'll try some shit out. Let me go get this demo version and see what's up with that. Let me see what's up. You know, and don't judge it based on the last thing you was doing, because that's that's being biased. A lot of people go download them new things, and the first thing they do is start comparing this. Oh man, they don't do this like the MP, or they don't do that like. That's your way of that's your defense mechanism of trying something new. You want to stay in a certain range. You want to do that. Your mind gonna tell you to do that. So it's gonna develop a biasness for what you're doing already. When you go try something new, try to take that bias shit off the table and just understand it's something new. It ain't supposed to be as fluent to me as the damn thing I've been working with for 5 years. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be hard and difficult right now. It's supposed to be. I'm not gonna brand the software as, oh no, that ain't for me, or that's too damn difficult, or just because it's not like what I'm used to. And a lot of people do that. They get this idea about a new software because they went go use it for 5 minutes and they compare it to that shit that they've been doing for 5 years. And then they brain, oh no, that software terrible, man, that thing bad. But no, you got a biasness to it, dog. You've been in the other one for 4 years, bro, 5 years. Of course that new one's supposed to be hard. You're not gonna take this. It's supposed to be. See what I'm saying? So get past that before you make your judgment. Get past that hard shit. Go learn it, go understand it, and then make your judgment on how you like what you're doing. Don't make it with the hard shit in your mind because it ain't like the last thing you was using. You know, people do that shit. That's why they stay in one thing for so long. They don't understand that. Yeah, all the rest are supposed to be difficult. They're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be making a judgment just because I went use this and it's more difficult than this software. Oh, yeah, get past that difficult shit. Then make your assessment. Don't make your assessment just because of the difficult shit. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all so much, man. I know I'm talking y'all, man, but I appreciate y'all. You know, that's why I love y'all so much, man. I get to talk to y'all, man. Oh, shout out to Osama Ladin, great content. I moved back to Ableton from the MPC and have been feeling kind of stuck lately, especially with making melody. Man, bro, just like I said, you know, and thank you for the $10 super chat as well, man. I appreciate you so much for that, man. Thank all love for that, bro. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, the only thing I can tell you with that, my man, is just, you know, like I'm used to the MP. I'm used to working in the software. I'm used to doing all of that. And so when I pick Ableton up, trust me, it wasn't easy. It wasn't like I just bam jumped in and do what y'all doing now. Like I told you at the beginning of the video, I'm literally almost 1,000 hours in Ableton. Like I'm posting all of these live streams with me, you know, 4 hours making beats, 5 hours, man. Go look at my live streams, all my past live streams for the past month. All Ableton live stream. And that's literally 4, 5, 6 hours in just making beats. So I'm almost 1,000 hours in this software, and I'm not making that up. I track my hours when I'm learning something. You know, I want to put 1,000 hours into something and see where I'm at with it. That's me giving it a fair shake. If I put 1,000 hours in it, that's to me. And I'm not saying y'all gotta move like that. That's just me and my mentality. If I pick up something new, I literally dedicate myself to putting 1,000 hours into it. Now I'm gonna make my assessment of it. You know, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, what I vibe with, what I don't vibe with. If it's something that I can use, if it's something that I want to add to my stuff, I do that. But I literally will put 1,000. So I'm literally rounding 1,000 hours in Ableton. You know, I'm like a little bit over 800. You know what I'm saying? So probably another few days, I'd say another 2 weeks or so, I'm gonna be at 1,000 hours, man. And I'm gonna make my assessment of what I like, you know, the stuff I've learned, all of that type of stuff. And hopefully I could bring y'all some stuff about it, like that I've learned and what I've done and the stuff that I do in it. You know, some of the things I like, some of the things I don't really vibe with too, all of that. You know, same way I did with the MPC software when I learned that. Same type of thing. So hopefully that'll help y'all out, man. If you jumped in this as well, man. You know, if any of y'all do use Ableton, then, you know, feel free to share some tips with me. I don't give a damn what video it's on. Just drop it in the comment of a video if y'all know some stuff. And y'all know it, just a small tip, because trust me, I am that dude, bro. If you know some shit, I don't give a damn if it's just a simple thing about how to copy and paste. I don't give a shit, bro. I'm that dude. I soak up every piece of game I can, even if I know it already. You know, you're still gonna get a thank you. I appreciate that. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I am when I learn something. You know, I soak up game from everywhere, dog. And I ain't scared to ask people for help, not at all. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all know something about this that y'all see me doing, or that and y'all know something about it that could possibly help it, man, drop that shit in the comment, boy. Bro, do it, please. I'm asking, please do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn how small it is, bro. I don't care. You learned a new shortcut, put it in the comment. Drop it in the comment. If you learned a new whatever, drop it in the comment. You know what I'm saying? Even if I already know it, trust me, I'm still appreciative of it. All right? So do that for your boy. If y'all rock with Ableton and y'all know some stuff about this, man. Or if you learn him as well, we're gonna learn together. Oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Uh, yeah, yeah. Oh, you like the workflow in 12.1? Yeah, yeah. I think this, I haven't even updated. I know a new update came out. I didn't even update. Keep telling me that the update is available, so I think I'm gonna update it, but I think that's it, 12.1. I think I'm still on 12.0 right now. I haven't even hit that update button yet, but I'm gonna do that though. You know, I'm gonna update. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. I thank y'all for tuning in, bro. I'm gonna get out of here. I just took enough of y'all time. Thank y'all so much, man. Again, drop a like on the video, drop a comment on the video if y'all can. That way it can help put this information that y'all took in, it can put it in the eyes of other people. I really appreciate y'all help with that. Y'all already do that on my other videos. That's why other people get to watch them so fast. Because y'all make that happen. Y'all like the video, y'all comment, y'all do all of that, bro. So it helps for YouTube to put that in the eyes of some other people that it can help. So thank y'all for doing that on the videos. Y'all do that on. Do the same thing on this one, man. I appreciate that. That way a lot more people think I'm taking this information with y'all taking it. Thank y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all stay safe, be cool, and y'all keep making music, man. All right? I'm out.